So, yeah, now it's true that this is live on YouTube. And let me turn off these noises. We have Dan
Hello,
Vegas. Hello.
Zimbabwe. I'm Star.
Hello, sir. Hello,
Where are
sir.
you from?
I'm from heaven, sir.
Sorry?
I'm from heaven.
Oh, so what?
Yeah.
I'm from Indonesia.
Okay, good. So,
I'm living for
what? Okay, you may leave. So that means we're just gonna recreate very quickly. Okay. Probably today we're not gonna have a lot of people here. That's the sign, I think. Okay, maybe. Maybe Fever Talk can surprise me today. I don't know. I have some time to spare. And I hope we can catch people. Bow, bow, bow. 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 Bow, 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 bow. VIP. Kiver. Hey, Kiver. Okay. Playing with YouTube. What's up? Twitter, Instagram. And what's this is Snapchat? Yeah. And what's the last one? Um ignorant about this one. It might be something very big. Facebook maybe? I'm not sure. Okay, I see two people. Can you guess this one?
Hello, hi, how are you? Can you
Hey,
hear me?
yes, you're audible. What's the last one?
Who do you talk about?
I'm talking about your profile picture.
What
It's
isn't clear for you?
Hello?
it's,
Or is
it's
it,
not there for me. I didn't
pardon me?
I didn't mean that it's here for me also, but I would like to know what's that icon, the last one. Hey,
Yeah, I
okay.
can't get you. What are you talking? I can't
Doesn't
understand you.
matter. It's not important. It's not important. Mr. Legit. Are you legit?
Hello, how are you?
Okay. Your audio is breaking, and I'm not sure whether it's your problem or my problem. I may have some internet issues. Maybe. Maybe not.
Hello?
Hello, brothers and sisters.
Can
Hello.
you hear me, brother?
Yeah, I can hear both of you.
Yeah,
Okay. Who's speaking right now? Khalid Abraham?
yeah. It's not Khalid, it's Khalid.
Sorry, like
Yeah,
I can't
no,
pronounce
no.
it in that way. Abraham, if I say Abraham, is it okay?
I think it's Ibrahim, not Abraham. Because Abraham, I think, is more like a Christian name. So it's Abraham.
Okay.
And I'm
Abraham.
not Christian, obviously.
Okay. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
it's not obvious to me, but anyway. So
yeah.
there's only one
I'm
thing
from Middle East,
obvious.
so this name is not comfortable in my tongue because I'm not from Europe. I'm from Egypt.
I didn't
So
know that till you tell me.
yeah,
But anyway, so
yeah.
there's only one thing here which is clear. It is the title of this room. So did you
What's
check it before you join?
yeah, I'm checking right now.
Oh,
Do you
right
believe
now.
in God? Yeah, yeah. Actually, I believe in God, really.
Mm.
Because
Mhm.
my religion is I'm Muslim.
Yeah, you're Muslim. You definitely believe in Allah. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Why do you think there is such a God?
Such a God like Allah.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I just born like believing in God.
you
So
just believe. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I see.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Hey,
Yeah, I'm
doing
doing
okay.
fine. Thanks.
How about you?
Okay.
Oh, who was speaking?
Yo, where's the video?
What?
YouTube video?
The
You gonna
YouTube
play that
video
or
is
what?
in my channel. Orange clouds.
So this is in marketing strategy.
What do you mean?
All right, that's a good one.
Is anyone here? Is
Yeah, this
anyone here
one. This
from
one.
Israel? From Israel?
Uh,
Yeah.
You're from
uh,
Israel?
No, man, I'm not from Israel. I don't even support that.
uh,
Yeah.
I don't understand why you were asking that, but
Because I saw someone's photo and he put Israel flag on it. Like
oh, okay.
his name is Zol Queen, I think.
Ah,
So I think he's a troll. Just hanging around to make fun of others.
But I used to
Zulking.
talk to Israel people in this app, so it's kind of they like check this app. So like I told you, I was
Abraham,
talking
I'm
to a
sorry.
lot of
Look, this room is not for your history about Israeli people that
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you have encountered. Okay, so as I said, we have a specific topic here, and it was obvious also that you're not really into the topic. So we should wait for other people who are interested in the topic. Okay, we have new learner
So so
Sondaus.
so this room is on
Yeah,
YouTube
brother.
too.
Yeah, it
That
is on
makes
YouTube.
you YouTuber.
That's on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, new
Can I ask you a
learner.
question?
Yeah, go on.
Do you believe in God?
No, I don't.
Yeah. So non-religion,
Yeah, I don't
or
have
you
a
don't believe
religion.
in something else,
Well, what do you mean, like what?
like I don't know, just you believe in anything you want, like Indian peoples, they believe in a lot of things, so not even like heavenly gods.
Oh, something like no. I don't believe in supernatural things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that I'm gonna wake up in the morning. That's a belief, I think, and I believe in that.
So you believe you're gonna wake up next day in the morning
I believe
and
in that.
everything
Yeah,
will be fine, right?
everything will be fine. No, I don't think everything will be fine.
So
But
when you think you're gonna die,
I don't know.
or you immortal, like you don't die.
Uh, do you think it's possible?
I see because some series and misses are talking about people, immortal people, like they
You
don't die.
you think there are immortal people on this planet?
Yeah, I think.
Really?
Yeah,
That's weird. What makes you think that this is the case?
because I believe in vampires, and vampires are not die. Like they live all the life from day one on Earth till I don't know till what I don't know. Really.
And where
But I
that
think,
belief comes from?
like I told you, the vampires are. I think vampires are real,
Yeah,
and
and
they
where
don't
this
die. They
where this belief come from?
uh, because I read a lot of books of vampires and their habits and how they came to Earth and how they turned from human being to vampires. And like I told you, I think those people are more like an immortal on Earth.
Listen,
But you believe in immortal people,
no, I
not
don't.
just vampires. No, you don't.
I don't believe in vampires. I don't believe in immortal people.
So I was asking you when you think you're gonna die.
I don't know when.
Yeah, but you know you're gonna die. Not when, but
Yeah,
you know you will. Yeah.
yeah, most likely I will die. Yeah.
Where do you think you're gonna go after you die?
Under the ground. Luckily, luckily he got busy. Okay. Hey, Rafik.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Hello.
How about you?
I'm fine also.
Good. Good.
Where
So
are you from, brother?
I'm from heaven.
Oh my God. Sounds good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Okay. What about answering my questions?
Yeah. Ask some questions and I'll try to answer.
I'm a beginner. I'm
Oh,
just learning
that's not good
English.
then. That's not good then. I have to
Oh,
recreate my. Bow, 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 bow. That's not cool. That's not cool. Jumping in the new room. Bow, 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 bow. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Why make a new room? Okay, the reason is when there are not many people in the room or when there's no one talking, I recreate the room so that more people can see the room and they can join. Because when you create a room, the room is seen on the top of the list. That's why more people are joining. But sometimes it's not working. Mostly it's working. That's weird. You want to join? Bank 6? Here's the link.
hello, my friend.
Rafik, I left the room
Yes.
because you said you're a beginner in English.
Oh, I'm not good at English, but I can try.
You can try.
Yes.
Okay, then please try to read the welcome message. And let me check
Oh,
whether you can do that or not, okay?
okay.
Good. Take your time.
Oh, please repeat again.
Yeah, just take your time. Read it.
Oh, I don't know how to start talk. I'm just registered this website
Rafik,
from.
stop. So sorry, man. Either stay silent or I'm gonna make you move to another room, okay? Because you don't understand what I'm saying. That's not cool, okay? What about you, Rennie? Taekyon. Hey, how are you doing, man? Taki. I'm in shoe. I'm in shoe. Bow, 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 bow. Hey, Taki. Oh, your audio is low as always.
Hi.
You couldn't fix it.
I think
Oh,
I have some issue on my microphone, so I guess.
okay.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm okay. Maybe I can help you to fix the problem.
I think I have some earphone issue, I guess.
Maybe not. What device are you using?
It's PC laptop.
Laptop or it's Windows, Mac
Yeah, it's
OS.
Windows.
Okay. So maybe you can go and find microphone settings, increase the gain, and use noise cancellation here.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah. Hammonshu. Hammonshu. Himanshu. Man, come on, help me. I'm bad at pronouncing.
Is it Chrome settings or device
No,
settings?
device settings.
Yeah, okay.
You know, there's these. I don't know if I was using Windows long time ago, but there was an icon of speaker on the right corner, and you could reach those settings through that icon. Probably they changed a lot. Hey, Goku, welcome. And for the people, like, you should know that this is not a chit chat room. I'm just trying to help a friend here. Our topic is very clear: evidence for God. So technically, it's about God. How are you, Goku?
I'm fine. Thanks
Good.
for asking.
Okay, cool. Bow, 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 bow. Tacky, like, I can help you more if you can share your screen, if it's okay. Gladiator. Oop, oop, oop. Vintax. Honeybee. Himanshu. Okay, no one wants to talk about God. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Okay. Anyone believes in God here? What about YouTube? Who believes in God? Okay. Hello, Rainy. I attended 3 days convention and learned all the things about atheists. What does that mean? My denial of God. Can you elaborate more on that? I have never said there's no God, honeybee. Don't lie here, okay? That's a huge lie. And those people are teaching you how to lie in front of many people? Stay away from those people.
Yeah.
They teach you how to lie.
So, what you've been denying all this time?
Denying is something different. It's not even denial. It's not accepting. Okay.
I remember talking with you earlier. So,
I also remember it's recorded. Don't worry.
so I gave you like things, but you would say that no, I don't agree with the scriptures.
Yeah, I don't agree with the scripture because there are many scriptures. They say different things. You also deny those scriptures. You also deny those gods. Okay. You only accept one God. You are as atheist as I am. You only accept one of them, and you reject all others. You're
So,
very
how can
close to
be
atheism.
there? So, what's the point?
What point? Point
So,
of what?
okay, so you said that you don't deny God. So now, who is your God then?
I don't have a God.
Then why do you not deny? That means you deny.
That doesn't mean I deny. That means I don't accept. That means I'm
You
not
don't what?
convinced. That means I'm not convinced that a God exists.
Okay. So you
Yeah,
believe
that's.
there is a God, right?
I don't
But you don't
believe.
don't fully convinced.
I don't believe because I'm not convinced.
Uh,
Yeah,
I really don't know what you're trying to say.
that's not denial. That I just don't
You
agree,
don't
don't
fully
accept.
deny, but you don't fully accept.
Yeah, I don't accept because I don't see good evidence for that.
Okay.
Or you may think like that, win tags, but it's not a confusion.
So I went for a 3-day convention program, and all I learned was that the more the increase in atheists, the more the time is nearer for the end of the world,
Are
like
you afraid
for
of
the
end of the time?
second coming of Christ.
Okay, you see, we're helping you to see the Christ very soon.
Or
Isn't that
what?
something good? Maybe you're gonna see Christ in real.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're helping you. Don't you want to see Christ?
Yeah, we're waiting.
You're waiting. Okay. So when they say
So,
atheist people are,
so you said that you don't fully deny and you don't fully accept. So, what kind of evidence should I keep in front of you so that you may be
your
convinced?
your God is famous for miracles. If I see a miracle,
No,
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 really,
yeah.
really, like we are talking about Jesus Christ, right?
You, you are denying the core value, the core belief, which is which you don't know, and you say
Oh,
that miracle.
really? So there are no miracles?
There are, but that is not the core value. That is
Um,
not something we are
okay.
focusing on.
Yeah, maybe you don't focus, but I focus on those things. Okay. So I don't care what is
The
core
main
value for you.
focus.
Please don't interrupt, honeybee. What is important for you may not be very important for me. Okay. So and it doesn't have
Okay,
to be very important for me. Okay.
so you want.
You're asking me what kind of evidence you want. I want miracles. And now you're
Oh,
changing the topic. Like, can you tell me that there are miracles in your religion? Yes or no?
during the time of Jesus, yeah.
Good. So that means your God can do miracles, right?
Yeah.
For me to believe a God exists, I need to see miracles. And if no miracles,
Oh,
that's not different than any person, okay? Any person. Bring me, there won't be miracles because it's just a human, right? But if you bring me a God, I would expect to see some miracles. If no miracles, why should I accept any claim
yes. So
about
I
God?
can like you say that you want miracles, so I can relate this thing with the biblical scripture, which says that during the time when Jesus was walking on earth, like he was there in the city of Capernaum, which is in Jerusalem, Israel, and the Pharisees and the Sadducees were asking Jesus that, can you just show us some signs and miracles so that we should believe in you? And Jesus said that you are actually, like, I don't want to use the word which
Yeah,
can make you offended.
please use, please use and show
Really,
how.
you'll just kick me out if I use it.
I will do that. Don't worry about that.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm not
So
mentioning.
you see, like even your God brings excuses because probably Jesus was just a human and he was not able to show
No, so
miracles. And
I've not
let me
completed.
finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Like, like he said, even if I show you miracles, you're not gonna believe in it, right? That's what he said. That's what he said, right? Okay, he said what? You're able to generate with sins and even signs and miracles. Okay, so what? Like that's a rule. If the generation is evil, he cannot give miracles. Is there any rule like that? So here's the thing: B. If I claim to be a god, and if I claim that I have miracles, if you ask me, if you ask me to show you miracles, and if my answer is, hey, you know what, B, your religion is coming from evil. That's fine. I don't want to show you any miracle. That means this is true. That means I am a god or I am a messenger of God. So don't you think that it is a very, very bad excuse coming from someone? He's saying, "Oh, you're dumb. That's why I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna explain it. Oh, you know what? You are evil. You don't deserve to see any miracle." I can say the same things by claiming that I am a god. That means it makes me a god. When I blame you to be evil, this is just bullshit. B. Saying that you are evil, that's fine. I don't want to show you any miracle. That's a dumb excuse, okay? Anyone can do that. I can do that. I'm the god. Okay? I have miracles. And B says, okay, show me miracles. No, B, you're evil. That's why you don't deserve to see any miracle. I'm calling you evil, B, because you are denying my divineness. I'm the God, you deny me here. Um, anyway, actually, it's the religion, blah, 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 or Christian Islam, which actually drives the humanity way before the science evolved. It was the religion as which was driving humanity. So what? That doesn't mean a God exists, okay? You're seeking evidence for God, DS. So somehow religions were helpful to humanity doesn't prove a God exists, okay? Yeah. That's why he blamed people for being evil because he was so patient. Instead of showing miracles to those people, doesn't matter what they are, who they are, he just chose to say, you know what? You're evil. I don't show you miracles. You don't deserve any miracles. Why? Because you're evil. And that's very patient. No, B, you're just possessed by stupidity. That's all. That's why you misunderstand things. Okay, heart attack. You have the mic. You can speak.
So the topic is, do you believe in God? If yes, which God? Why?
Indeed, topic is evidence of God. This is just question related to the main topic. So you want to answer
Okay.
the questions?
I would say yes. I have experienced God,
Which God you
and
experienced?
I would tell you.
Good.
So, so as humans, we only believe in things whatever uh, interacts with our senses, right? If we see him, see something, smell something, or something touches us, we eat something. That's how we connect with the outside environment. So I would
B,
not be.
look, I want to just underline for all people, okay? So you should know that this is not only for Turkey, it's also on YouTube, okay? So you were saying that we accept the things that we see, hear, taste, touch,
Or smell.
and smell. Okay.
So there are five senses we have. That's how we,
Mm-hmm.
interact with something we call as reality, right? And if we see our hands, we are sure it exists, right? So I would not disclose you or tell you the exact. Am I audible? Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, so I would not tell you exact what happened, but I had interaction with whatever people may call as God or that
How do you
supreme
know?
energy.
How do you know that your interaction was with that thing?
Yeah, like I, that's what I'm saying. I
That's not
cannot
what you're
explain
saying.
you. I cannot explain you the taste of rasagulla until I have you taste it. So
Okay. Here's the thing. If I tell you that I had an experience that I fucked an alien, and if I say I cannot explain the experience because it was different, that means this is true. I imagine I had a dream and I start to believe that it was real. Okay. I have still experience. Okay. And I'm not able to explain it in the best way or in a good way. That means that was
yeah,
real? No, it was not. That doesn't mean it was real. Okay. So, yes, you have an experience. I believe in that. Heart
yeah.
attack.
So
I believe that you
so
had an experience, but that doesn't mean the experience belonged to a God.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I got assurance, like I cannot explain you everything, okay? But I can assure you that energy was God.
No, you
Okay,
cannot
whatever.
assure that. You have to
I
prove
can.
that.
Not, it's okay for you to have a
Heart attack.
disagree with.
I can also
Yeah,
tell you that I play cards with God every day.
whatever.
I can assure that.
I'm not questioning it. So what
You're
I'm
not
saying
questioning.
is, I'm not here to give you, I don't need a justification from you. I don't want a nod from you. Yes, he
Why
has
you're
seen it.
here
But
then? Why you're here then?
sorry?
I'm here to have evidence from people, and
No,
you're
no, I'm
saying,
I'm not
okay,
sure.
then please don't waste my time. This is why I'm here.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm just telling you, he exists, and there is possible to reach him. That's how
You
I.
didn't prove that. That doesn't mean what you're saying is true.
Yeah, don't believe me. I'm saying You
I'm
have the
not
full
believing
authority.
because you
You have
don't present any evidence, okay? And there's
why?
no need to claim things if you're not able to prove, okay?
Okay, let me tell
That
you. If
would
you
be a
see,
disgusting planet with people, okay, claiming things without any evidence. All people claim things without evidence. That would be a really bad place.
okay, I would explain one statement from Bhagavad Gita. Okay, there is a
No, no need.
Bhagavad.
No need.
Just listen. No,
No,
no, it's very necessary. Just
no, it's
listen to me.
not. It's not.
When
It's
wait,
not.
don't listen.
No, I'm
It
not
is
listening,
very.
man. Heart.
You are
Hey,
asking,
I'm
you
not
are asking for
listening.
evidence. You are asking for evidence. That's why it's very necessary. Okay,
Why
listen.
should I believe in Bhagavad Gita? First, you
Don't
have to
believe in
explain
it.
that.
Don't believe in it.
Bye
But what I'm
bye.
saying,
You're
it
wasting
is
my
very
time. You're wasting my time. If you're saying that it's not an evidence or it doesn't prove that, then why are you wasting the time?
okay. I would just make one statement and you can mute me. Okay.
No,
So
you're not gonna make that statement till you tell me why should I believe in a book.
don't believe in it. So I
Bye
would
bye.
just tell
Take
you.
care. What a time waster. I just want to say it. Like, okay, you're gonna say it, but why should I believe in that? Like, it's just a book. Okay. Hey, Taki, you even didn't start using the noise cancellation, man. Taki. Yeah, you're typing,
Use
man.
the magic mic.
Yeah, you should use the magic mic, man. That's weird. He intentionally doesn't want to talk. Okay. Then what's the purpose of using the mic if you're not gonna speak? Because it's creating a lot of noise. And I told you before we start speaking that you should use magic mic. Anyway. So, hi Zul Quinn. Hey Zul Quinn. Hello there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, I will jump in the new room. Okay. Oh, I don't have to do that. Yeah, it's working. Good. Good. Very good. What question debunk atheism? I don't know. You should tell us if there's such a question. And how the hell questions debunk something? Like, questions are not arguments. We need AI. You should know that. And here's the link, guys, for anyone who wants to present evidence for any god. Promet. Hey, Promet. Hello, Promet Hassan. Bow, bow. Eugene.
Yes, hello guys.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, can you hear me? Is my voice clearer?
That is very clear, yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you.
That's very good. You have a good mic.
Okay. So sometime in your room, a lot of people, interesting people, discussing about different topics. So
And sometimes not, as you see.
yes, sometime now.
So, did you decide to talk?
I don't know exactly. It's the most difficult question, which topic I want to discuss. I just I just want to talk about anything only to improve my communication skills because it's my target, it's my goal, and I'm here for this reason.
I see. So, but you know that there's only one topic here. So that means that may not be very good for you.
Yes, understand.
Hello? Oops. Goku, it was from your side?
It was a
Rabbi.
little bit noisy.
Yeah, it was. Rabbi Hassan, if you're speaking, you're not audible. Let me type you here in case you don't hear us also. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah. Okay. Al Qassam Brigades. Okay. What a name. We have, I don't know how to read that. We have Shifu. Where is God? I don't know. But I think first you have to prove God exists. Then maybe you should question the location. Or maybe the answer is just in only books. Only in books, yeah. Okay, what's that? Oh, it looks cool. I didn't understand the question. The question is, do you believe in God? If your answer is yes, why you believe in that God? Bow, 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 bow. Goku, I think you started using noise cancellation.
Yes.
Is my
Okay.
voice is audible now?
Taki, you have the background noise.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'll
Use
on
the
the
magic
magic
mic.
mic.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need the magic mic, man. It's a magical mic. Pow, 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 pow. Yep, people. And
Yeah,
I
I
don't
got.
see. Okay, you don't have the background noise right now, but
Okay, I got.
were you able to increase the volume? That's your microphone gain settings. Could you
Sorry,
find it?
what was that?
I explained to you. Do you remember?
Yeah, it's like microphone.
But anyway, like if you will speak like this, then that will be okay. And Goku, is it fireworks again?
What?
There's some fireworks going on.
Mm, yes. Like I think it's because I am holding a mic and due to the because I am rubbing it maybe that
Goku, your audio is very muffled. Sorry for complaining that much, but you know, audio is important,
no,
especially when I
not
stream.
yet. I got this many times today. Like I am started using a what is a headphone mic that is
Headphone mic.
yeah.
Yeah, but it sounds really bad.
Okay. Change.
Papiano. Dibusen. Bani. What's that? Archaeological proofs. 1960s onwards. Like, why should I debate with ChatGPT, man? Come on. Speak up. Can I say something? Depends what you want to say. Like, our topic is God, evidence for God. So the question is, do you believe in God? If yes, which God and why you believe in that God? So, if not related to this one, God creation is one of our God. Evidence is where exactly? Where is the evidence? Okay. And this is too much. I'm not gonna read that. Speak up and you can explain the evidence. Yeah, the problem is I'm here to talk, not read, okay? I don't like reading. And that's your problem. Your problem is you are not able to talk to the mic. Bam, ba, bam, ba, ba, bam, ba, ba, ba. Bam, ba, 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 bam. Bam. P-lem. Mentally retarded.
Yeah. Hello.
Dilemma. Okay, Deepu. You're funny, man. You're
Yeah.
so funny, idiot.
Why?
Why he
Why you
is funny?
why you call me idiot? Hmm.
And
Why you
Pilema.
talk? Why you call me idiot?
Oh my fucking god. I didn't call you idiot, but you're very close to make me do that, okay? Okay. Bye-bye. Oh, that's good. That's good. When I block, it automatically kicks. Now I don't have to kick. Good. Bow, 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 bow. My channel is not growing because I reject to read a text coming from ChatGPT. And it's another person who is sending me that. If that is the reason why I'm not gonna grow, I don't wanna grow, okay? If that's the reason. I don't wanna grow with such kind of people who think that, hey, he's not reading from ChatGPT. I shouldn't follow him. I shouldn't watch him. Okay. It's okay. I'm okay with it. We have Martin? It's the same Martin? Might be. Double A? Where's your mic, Martin? Where is the mic, Martin? Where is the mic, Martin? Hey?
Is my mic work?
Oh, yeah, you're the same Martin.
Lost
Welcome
it.
back, man. Like, well, you disappeared, man.
I gave you some time to miss me, man.
Oh, like I miss you from the next day, I can say.
I'm glad.
No, I'm
So how's
joking.
it going with you?
But yeah, it was a little bit suspicious. Like you joined every YouTube channel to debate with, and you disappeared.
Yeah, I was going on holiday, so I was away.
Ah, you were resting.
I had
That's
other
good.
stuff to do.
That's good. That's good.
But so, have you seen any new evidence for and against God, or
No,
have you,
not
since I've been gone,
not
nothing new,
something fresh. Yeah,
nothing fresh?
yeah, nothing fresh.
What? So there's, it's every time the same stuff you see usually, old stuff.
Mostly, yeah, mostly, yeah. Yesterday there was a guy talking about PSR. You heard about it?
PSR?
Yeah, PSR.
No. What is that?
I forgot. Wait, reason, mm, let me check that. Let me check that. Yeah, it was similar. One. I mean, it sounds like Kalam. Okay, so, my rejection. No, 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 no. No, this is not what I'm searching for, but I think I remembered. No, I couldn't remember it. Let me ask. What about philosophy? Philosophy. Um, Principle of sufficient reason. Yeah, yeah. Principle of sufficient reason. You heard about
What
that?
does that mean?
Oh, definition is the principle of sufficient reason is the philosophical idea that everything must have a reason, cause, or explanation for why it is the way it is rather than otherwise. So it was a thing,
Okay.
and as I said, it sounds like Kalam. It, it says everything
Mm.
has a cause, and like from the very beginning, who's breaking? Well, I mean, who's interrupting at the same time? Hey, man, Rohit, why the hell you think that we're talking to you, man? Hey, hello. I think his internet. I couldn't even mute him. Yeah, it was his internet. Wow. Oh,
So
Space
what's your
Pirate. Sorry. Thanks. I was late. Yeah, go on, Martin.
what's your favorite evidence against God, or strongest evidence that you've ever seen against God?
Against God? Oh,
Yeah, against God.
okay. I think a problem of evil is a good one. Okay, especially for Abrahamic gods.
Okay, how so?
How so? Because you guys claim that God is all loving, yet there's too much suffering. So that doesn't seem like an all loving God.
But if you zoom on out against eternity, then it's like infinitely small amount of suffering, and suffering is used for good, actually.
Of suffering. Okay, but when you zoom
Like,
out in the frame, you will find an hell where people are being tortured heavily.
yeah, that's a good point.
So it's in the same frame.
But
So
that's
like they
punishment.
cancel each other. Doesn't matter. Still, it's like why you should punish someone forever for finite crimes.
I think it's like a little bit like if you like kill an animal, you can get no punishment. If you kill a human, you can get lifetime punishment. And if you sin,
Okay. Is it my
am I breaking up?
connection? I think you disconnected. Maybe it was me.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
sure.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say it again. I think it's a little bit like if you kill an animal, you you get no punishment. If you torture an animal, you can get some punishment. If you kill a human, you can get lifetime punishment. And if you sin, you finite being sin against an infinite being like God, you can get infinite punishment. So either you, a finite being, have to take infinite punishment, or a
but
infinite being like God takes your punishment one time,
I see some
which is what God
unfairness
does for us.
there, Martin, because like
Mm,
if like sin, well, if I sin towards you, okay,
mm,
like maybe there's no compensation, okay? I mean, so if I kill you, you cannot come back by yourself, right?
mm,
Or let's suppose, well, you have lost your arm because of me. That arm won't come back, right?
mm.
So if I harm you, in most cases, there are no, coming back. I cannot tolerate that. I cannot compensate that. But we cannot harm the God.
I think because God cares about us and love us, thus when you're attacking other people, you're attacking God almost. Like even when Paul was killing Christians and Jesus appeared to him, he was saying, "Why are you persecuting me?" Because when he was persecuting the Christians, he was actually persecuting Jesus. Like he feels our pain. It's like a loving father. If you have a child and your child is suffering, you will also feel pain because you love that child.
Okay.
But if there's no God, like killing each other, it's not as bad. It's like animals killing each other. Then animals killing each other is not objectively evil or something.
Oh, wait a second. That's another topic. We can jump that topic later on, but let's
Mm.
dive into that one, the previous one. So I was trying to say, like when I do something to humanity, okay, if there's no God, again, like it's over, right? But God is not like that, right? I cannot harm the God. So whatever the sin I'm doing towards God, God is not affected. Like it shouldn't be, right? Because He's all powerful. And He created me in the first place. He knew that what I was gonna do. So why He's being offended? Like He can stop me, or whatever I do will not harm Him. So why that punishment? It doesn't fit. For example, I
But
can be cruel
so,
to you if you're cruel to me, right? Like again, like
yeah,
if
yeah.
you cut my arm, I can be also evil towards you. Maybe not,
Mm.
but if I am doing something like that, and at least you can think, okay, I did the same to him. Yeah, now he's doing the same to me. So, but God is not like that, right?
But you have to think of God like a loving father. Like a loving father suffers with his child, and he's close to his child when his child is suffering. Um, Even if I think if you have children one day, you'll feel that when you see your child suffering, you'll also feel um, bad for that, and you will
Yeah.
want justice for your child. Like if say another child kicked your child or something, or someone shot
Mhm.
your child through the leg, you
So,
know.
do you think sinners are not suffering?
Yeah, yeah, they're
So
suffering.
if your son was sinner, would you punish him by yourself?
What?
If your son was a sinner, would you punish your son by yourself?
Yeah,
Really?
because you love your son.
You love
If you
your
don't
son.
punish your son, yeah,
Okay.
you don't
And
love your
how
son.
would you like would you burn him,
No,
or would you burn his skin?
no.
Throw hot water on his face? No, right?
No, but if he kills
Yeah,
someone,
but but
he
but
will
but
go to lifetime to prison. So
yeah, but still you wouldn't punish him like that.
yeah, but still, if he's young, you still punish a child to help him out of
Yeah,
love
but
for
you
him.
wouldn't
Not
burn his skin, right? Even like
yeah, that's not
tiny bit of skin.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that, but your God is doing that, doing even more than
Not to his
that.
children. Not
Oh,
to
so
his
we
children.
are not his children.
Yeah, people that reject God's love and forgiveness through Christ, they're not adopted, not his children. They're still children of the world, still the children of Satan.
So, oh, we are children of Satan. That's why God is punishing us like that.
The children of disobedience are children of Satan.
The
Like
children of
they
disobedience.
disobey God.
So
Yeah.
we are children of Satan. That's why God is punishing us like that.
No,
So,
like
like, if your son doesn't obey you,
mm,
that means
yeah,
it's not your son anymore. Like,
no.
why you reject? Like, why you say it's not my son? So, like, if you do bad things, still we should be his children, right? You're God's children.
I
Why
think
why we shift? Immediately, like we go to be and Satan's children. Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
well, how does it not make sense to you? Like, which part doesn't make sense to you? Like, just because God created us doesn't mean we're His children.
What does that mean then? If He created us, His creation, not
Like,
Satan's creation, right?
yeah, but still, you can be someone else's child and not God's child. It's like you can be your father's child in a way,
Yeah, I don't think my
and
father is
God's child in
Satan.
another one. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like we have
But I'm just
fathers and
saying there's
mothers.
different. Yeah, but I'm just saying there's different kind of children that I'm talking about,
Okay,
and
how
we're
many
adopted as.
how many fathers do I have? Like God is not my father. Okay, my father is
So
not
you
my
can have
father.
multiple earthly fathers if you
I have
want.
multiple
If you
fathers.
No, I said you can have multiple earthly fathers. Say your father dies and you have a stepfather or your mother marries again,
Stepfather. Okay.
or
Yeah, but
so there's different
like they
kinds.
die and that's fine. Like those are coming, right? And filling the gap. But God never dies,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And why God kicks me from his,
He doesn't kick you. He wants to be in a relationship with everyone.
Okay, but
But
why he's not doing that?
what do you mean he's not doing that? How do you know he's not doing that? He could perhaps send me to you to try and do that. There's multiple
Okay,
different ways
let's
to.
test that. Let's test that. Hey, Jesus Christ, that may be true if you exist. Okay, I'm not denying that. Okay, I'm not in heavy denial of that thing. But here's a very quick test for that. If you really send Martin as an all-knowing God, you must be knowing the numbers in my hand right now. If Martin can type those numbers correctly in the chat box, I will believe, like without any shred of. No, that's not true. I can always be suspicious, but I'll be a very good believer, and I will start preaching your religion with Martin. If Martin says no, 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 I'm going to do that alone, that's okay. I'll do it alone in this channel. Okay, I think that's a very
I
good
th-
test.
Yeah, but I think a better test would be like asking for something constructive, not just like some magic trick. Like
Why not?
asking for something constructive.
But why? Like because you kind of feel like he's not gonna do that. He's not gonna give it to you.
Oh, you can do that, but
Okay,
it's
if
like
he can, I
almost
think this is an easy
just
one.
do
If
your
you're
magic
not,
tricks for me instead of. Hmm?
but this is the one that can convince me easily.
I think someone will still make an excuse for that, but yeah, it's not.
Someone, not me. Someone, not me, Martin. And I know that I'm
I'm
gonna
glad you want
lose.
to make.
I know that I'm gonna lose my followers here in the chat box because they will probably most likely they will think that we're just scammers, you and me. Okay. If I say, yeah, Martin, these are the right numbers, man, now I believe. Probably many of them, and that's reasonable for them. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I wouldn't be, feeling very bad. I'm not sure I would be feeling bad about this because I like them. If I lose them, that's
Mm,
not a good thing for me. But I wouldn't criticize them because it's right thing to do. They should think that
mm,
they should start thinking that we're scammers, but not
mm.
me. Okay, I will keep doing, you know, what I promised here.
Yeah, but I think from my experience, like where God has most answered my prayers is when I'm like in trouble, or even when people are
busy dying or something bad happens in their life and they call out to God, God usually responds and saves people in that. He has
Mhm.
multiple times saved me in that way,
Mhm.
from when I was young.
Yeah, but Martin, this is kind not very
So I'm just
good
saying,
evidence. Yeah, you're just saying, but that this is a bad
no,
evidence because people have always up and downs in their lives. Okay, and people,
yeah, yeah.
believers, they always pray to God. Okay, like,
Mm,
and sometimes, yeah, these ups and downs. Okay, they match. I mean, ups, they match with prayers. Okay, because they always pray for their goodness. Okay, and
mm,
if you pray enough, then there will be a lot of matches in your life because there's always ups and downs in
mm.
your life. Like, I'm an
Yeah, yeah.
atheist. There are ups and downs in my life too. I don't pray. Okay. But if I was praying, I could easily say, oh, yeah, God is helping me. I could be, feeling like that. But right now, I know that that's not good because it's like a confirmation bias.
Mm. No, I'm just saying, keep it in mind when you one day say you're busy dying from some sickness and you have nothing. The doctors say you have no chance left. Um, you have um, nothing to lose by calling out to God and seeing if He helps you. And I'm pretty sure He will.
Uh, Wait a second. Like, you're saying that try to pray to God?
Yeah, if you're in massive problems in life, like there's
Yeah,
a
but
verse
I
in the
just
Bible that
explained
says,
you,
"Call on me."
Martha. But I just explained you that
Mm,
even if, my prayer matches with the, outcome, like the good one, okay? I wouldn't
mm,
be thinking that it's because of God because I know that there are always ups and downs in my life, okay? If I'm in a terrible situation, most likely it's not gonna be like that all the time. Maybe it will be worse, but then it will become better, or maybe it will always go worse and maybe I will just die, okay? But mostly people have ups and downs in their lives. And I
mm.
have it right now, I have it ups and downs. Doesn't matter whether
So
I
you
pray or
have
not.
never needed someone to save you out of a situation or something.
Well, when you need that, you can find people saving you. Why not?
Yeah, but I mean, like only God is able to save you. And,
How
think
do you
of a
know that?
situation where only God Himself is able to save you.
Okay, I can think about a situation where God can save me. My heart stop and it's already 20 minutes. God can
Okay,
save me only.
but then you can't pray to. I'm
But
talking about
I can
a
pray right
place where.
now. I can pray right now because I know that I'm gonna die. I know that my heart will stop. I can pray for that. Well,
Mm,
maybe you should pray for that. Okay, that would be a very good evidence for the believers that you want to
mm,
convince. Pray right now that it's obvious, right, to God if God exists, at least your God exists. If you know that your heart will stop. Now, pray to, hey, God, we both know that my heart will stop. Please bring me back after 20 minutes or half an hour or maybe 1 hour. Okay. You can pray it right now because there will be this time where God only can save you. You know that. We're for sure, right?
excuse me.
We know that this is very certain that's going to happen to you, right? Your heart will stop.
Now we're gonna die.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
now you can pray for it. Like, you don't have to wait for it because, as you said, you cannot pray if you died. So, but you can pray before you died.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Um,
But why like these tricky methods, Martin? Like, my
what?
example was very simple, okay? And it can convince a lot of people. As I said, not the people in the chat right now,
Mm,
but maybe many other people.
yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen God do magic tricks that often. I think He does more great stuff in people's lives where it's
Okay.
constructive
What about
than just
maybe
doing a
it doesn't
magic trick.
happen? It doesn't happen maybe because God doesn't exist. Like the example that we always give you, like, the people who doesn't have arms, legs, they also pray, but it never, grows.
Yeah, but there's animals at least that have their legs and
They
stuff
don't.
grow
They
back.
don't
But
pray. They don't pray.
yeah. So there's no connection to.
I don't think.
Mm. Yeah, that's a good point. But I think I've seen too much like evidence of God changing people's lives and doing miracles in people's lives. Like even in atheist lives, busy. Say there's one example where an atheist was on his deathbed, and the one Christian he called for the one Christian. And they told him like the doctors told him he's gonna definitely die. Like he's almost 100% sure he's gonna die, and he felt like he was dying, and it was super scary for him. Like the darkness that he saw. He says many people see a light. He just saw massive darkness, and luckily his friend came and he did a sinner's prayer. He felt like massive relief from that, just peace. I can show you many examples of people feeling peace in that way when they experience God. And then he still thought he was going to die, but at least he had peace. And then the guy prayed for him to be healed, and he was healed. And that totally convinced him that Christianity is true when he saw it with his own eyes, when God actually did a miracle in his own life.
How can we believe that that story was real? I can create
You'll
a
have to
similar
listen to
story.
them.
Yeah, but like
No, I can
I
send you
could.
the story. Listen to the story before you
What do you
like
mean?
make judgments, right?
Listen to story from what? From who?
From that doctor. He's a
But how can I know
he's a
that the
doctor.
doctor was not lying?
You can always have people lying, but I doubt he's lying. But you can always say someone is lying.
Like if someone tells me something like magical, yeah, I can say the person may lie, right? So if I tell you that I came to my home today on a flying horse, would you believe in that?
Mm,
I can make someone else to tell
no.
my story, a doctor or engineer or a pilot. Maybe pilot is more convincing in our context.
Yeah, I understand, but I'm just saying this is one of many. Like, unless you want to say they're all just liars, I don't
Hmm.
think that fits the evidence the best.
Yeah, but
Mm.
let's like it's a good thing that you mentioned about many. My question, like statement, is: don't you think it's very normal to see many stories like this? Because Christianity is a very big religion, very big religion. Billions of people are following this religion. Don't you think it's very normal to see many stories like this?
Yeah, you can make a probability on that, but I think the probability is like so low that some of this stuff happens. Like, there's you can work out some of the probabilities, and I think it's just to like even that example I gave you about the guy asking for his mother to call and apologize, or just his mother to call, and the mother at the same time calls and says that God told me to call you. Like just the probability of that is so minuscule. You can work out the probability of that, but it's like massive minuscule. And I can show you two examples of that happening.
Oh, that
Where
one.
people ask for that miracle.
That was who,
Hmm?
by the way? Like your relative?
No. That this is I saw it. Patrick Bit Davidson. I don't know if you know him.
No, I don't.
He's well known on the internet.
Oh,
He's
I
a
remember
entrepreneur.
when you were on Taco. The guy was saying like
Mm.
the guy has a channel where he's already preaching similar stuff, so he's not reliable or
No, he's
something
not.
like that.
Yeah, he was just saying that he ran some scam in the past or something,
Uh huh.
but I,
Yeah,
I
but Martin,
I don't
how
think.
we can be sure about that? Like, the people can easily create such kind of stories, right?
Yeah, but I you can always say that for any evidence. You can just say like
No,
the
no.
person is making up
Okay.
the story. Like even if if
Yeah.
someone is killed, like they could be conspiring against a person, that bringing fake evidence that the person is guilty. But yeah, I think if you need more evidence for that than just blindly claiming without looking at the evidence that the guy is just lying.
Yeah, but like if you're giving an example, but if someone says that two aliens came and they killed the person, we wouldn't be talking about that much, right? So
Yeah, depends on what he means with aliens, because people even call like people that from not from their country aliens,
what?
like alien people. Like the alien means what's the definition of alien?
Okay,
There's like
like when we
different
say alien,
definitions.
like I'm using it in like Hollywood context, like intelligent beings coming from different planets.
Yeah, so if you type alien definition, it's one of the definitions is belonging to a foreign country. So an alien
But
culture.
you know that like
No?
I don't mean someone from another
Yeah.
country. You know that,
Yeah,
right?
so that's yeah. I'm just saying if someone says that, you have to investigate, is he meaning like is it from a foreign country, or is he saying he had
Martin,
this
come on,
alien
please
experience?
don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't. Like, I think it's very obvious that I didn't mean that, right? When I say an alien, it's not so hard, at least for you to understand. I don't mean that, but it like seemingly you didn't get it. Now it must be obvious right now. Okay, I don't mean that. I mean
Yeah.
intelligent beings from other planets. So
Yeah.
if the person says no, two aliens came and they did it. So if you don't believe immediately, okay, then yeah, that's reasonable if you don't believe in that. And that's what I'm doing right now.
Mm.
Someone is
Yeah, I would want more evidence then.
someone is yeah, but what was the more evidence in that story? Like what was the name of that guy? Patrick?
Nick Pete Davidson's
Yeah, like
Davidson.
what more evidence you found in his claims?
Um I think the evidence can be backed up by just interviewing his mother. A person can probably talk to his mother because he's claiming his mother called him. I
Okay,
don't think he's
like
making this up because he's a well-known guy on the internet. He has
well,
a lot of
guys always
authority.
lie in the internet. They lie. Come on, that's not a good
Yeah, but
reason to believe what he was saying is true.
he's humbling himself when he actually tells the story, because he says he was crying like a baby and doing all this embarrassing stuff that he's admitting. So usually from the principle of embarrassment, people don't make
People
up
can fake
a
that.
story that makes them good. Yeah, obviously, but in historical studies in science, they usually take the principle of embarrassment seriously, and so people won't make up usually embarrassing stories.
like
They will.
what was the embarrassing part for him?
That he's saying he's crying like a baby at night.
Crying like a baby
Totally,
at night is not an embarrassing thing. Like I cry even when I'm
it's
watching
embarrassing.
Hollywood movies. Come on,
He's this super strong guy, and
doesn't
he
matter. I mean, like you can easily sell this on the internet to many people.
he's not selling it.
Easily, like you can
He's
sell the
super rich
story.
already. He doesn't need the money. He's
I'm not,
super
I'm
rich.
not talking about money here. I'm talking about selling the story to people.
So you think he has a motive of selling the story to get money or something?
No, man, no, it's not about money. I didn't mean money. Like church is also rich, okay, but still they're selling these stories. So it's about convincing people, man.
I think churches should use their money for the poor, not for themselves.
Okay,
Like,
okay. Like that's another topic. But
yeah.
you think rich people don't lie?
No, I'm not
There's no
saying
such a
that.
rule. Okay, so that you're saying he's rich, he don't need to lie about something. Why not? I mean, rich people can lie.
Sure, anyone can lie, but I don't
And
think it fits with the evidence because there's multiple. This is just one example of this phenomenon happening, and I have another one of
when you
that
have
phenomenon.
one story, you can find similar stories, right? That's why Christians mostly blame Muslim. Hey, this is similar to Old Testament, man. Like you have the same stories. You copy pasted our books, so people can copy paste stories. They
Yeah,
can
but it's not the
improvise.
same person. It's not the same person having a totally different. It's a different kind of situation. It's just the same
Good.
kind of phenomenon
Yeah.
where
People
the guy.
can improvise these stories, other stories. They can copy. They can change it. They can create similar ones, even very different ones.
Sure, you can always make excuse
Yeah,
for evidence.
but
I'm not saying you can't.
let's revise like that Patrick story. Okay, so you're saying that it was convincing because he admitted that he was crying like a baby, and plus you said that we can talk to his mother. Mm,
Yeah, but I mean, like from a you, the same with the Gospels. Like people that investigate the Gospels, if it was made up, they wouldn't use like from the principle of banishment, they wouldn't use women to be the
I
first
don't
people
think
to
that
discover it.
principle works properly, Martin. Come on.
It sometimes does.
Sometimes,
Because
okay.
you wouldn't make up stuff that makes
Yeah,
yourself look bad, you know?
sometimes. Like, well, what about a person who knows the principle of embarrassment, like you?
Sure.
They can easily use
Yeah, they
that,
can
right?
use
Yeah.
yeah, so you can always have an argument against evidence, like I told you. But
Yeah,
people
but
still take those
yeah,
principles
yeah,
seriously.
yeah, they take it seriously because they believe in it. But now you know how it works. That means you can use it as a weapon to convince other people. You know how it works because you said, "Oh, wait a second. People value this principle. If I fake it,
Mm.
they're gonna value my story."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So say you one day had a something happened to you really, then they're gonna say you just something embarrassing happened to you and God saved you. Then they will also like say just he knows the principle of embarrassment. Martin
Oh,
told him the principle of
they can
embarrassment.
say that, but I would be really cautious when I was sharing my evidence because I know that that evidence is nothing to people, other people. They cannot investigate
Mm.
that. They cannot trust that story. Okay, it's just a story for them, and I know that. Even if something like that happens to me, I wouldn't be sharing without good
Why
evidence
not?
because it's not believable. I know that it's not bully. Why should I share it? Like, why should I think that I'm a scammer? I mean, why they should think that I'm a scammer because they will think that,
So you're
right?
scared they would think you're a scammer, so you would not
No,
share it,
it's not about
even
being
if it happens.
scared. No, it's not about being scared. Okay, it's just why should I let them to think like that?
Yeah, I
Like,
think you
if I
should
tell
still
you
share your
something,
story,
if I
but
know that you're not gonna believe, why should I say it? What kind of
I don't know.
evidence you need?
People share stories.
S-
People share stories with each other, like what happened in their life,
Sure, they share like
even if
because
otherwise don't
they're in
want
the
to
same
believe it.
community, and most likely they believe in their stories. Most likely, but yeah, sharing is something else. I mean, maybe I can share it with close friends, maybe, but not through the
Mm.
internet. Again, like they cannot investigate. Why should I share that? It's just another story for them, another one that
Yeah,
they
but what
cannot
if enough
investigate.
people have the same experience that you had? Then obviously
Doesn't
the evidence would
matter.
be mounting together.
No, 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 no. Like again, like the number of the people who claim that they have been abducted by aliens doesn't validates their experience. No.
It the more people something uh, claim something happened to them, scientists take that seriously and they investigate it. So, if a lot of
Okay.
people say they've been adopted by aliens, they would
Okay.
investigate that
Like
phenomenon,
did you
which is what they do.
did we confirm that aliens are real, coming and abducting people?
No, I think it's the experience that people have. Like from scientists researching it, they say it's an experience that people have, and the experience can suddenly just stop, meaning it's an actual experience, but it's not physical. I don't think it's
It's not
physical.
physical.
It's
Okay.
something that people
Yeah, maybe
experience.
it's something that they just generated in their minds because they were
Yeah.
heavily under the influence of Hollywood movies. Maybe
Yeah.
that's why they had such kind of dreams, and they mixed it with some real experience. Maybe that's the best
Yeah.
explanation for it. But anyway,
Yeah, I think
let
that
me
fits
answer
the
this.
evidence better
Well,
than just saying they're all lying or they all made it just up, you know. I think that's
sure,
that.
sure, sure,
Mm,
sure, sure, sure. But the thing is, like, if the person is not lying, that doesn't mean his claim is true. Also, okay. So some people are
mm,
intentionally lying. We know that, right, Martin?
mm.
And
Yeah,
some
sure.
people believe in things when it was not something real. They confuse it. They confuse reality with hallucinations or dreams, or sometimes optical illusions. They think that they have seen in the sky, but probably it's just, optical illusion. And these are also things that are real, right? So yes, you're right. Like, we
Mm,
shouldn't blame the person as a liar immediately. Okay.
mm.
But not a liar doesn't mean what he tells is true.
Okay.
And before that, I want to answer the
That's why we
question.
need to investigate it.
Yeah, like when we investigate, you're
Mm.
just saying that we can only ask his mom. Yeah, like she's the one who claims that thing, which is the biggest part of
He's
the
the one.
story. Yeah, but she
He,
also sharing the story, right?
no, she wasn't there. He's steering his story about him crying at night, being super scared when he heard his mother call from a
Anyway,
block number.
that
He didn't
doesn't
see.
matter.
He didn't even have his number.
Doesn't matter.
He doesn't
Doesn't
even
matter.
know how his mother got his number. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you turn me? Because oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah, look, I was gonna give you a
sorry, you wanted
quick
to ask her?
quick answer for the question: what kind of evidence do you need? So we are talking about Christian God here, Soulflix. You should know that, but I think you already understood. Yeah, the better evidence for such a God is miracles. I think I already answered that also. So the God is famous for miracles, and I think miracles are the best evidence for me.
I see. But is I don't want to call the God he or she. I can use him as a it. I
Okay.
don't think he has human traits. So my problem is that he is still questionable. It is still questionable, right? You can ask the God who created the God, and
Ask.
there is infinite regression. The whole point is this: that believers put God as superior, and atheists put God as inferior. And me, agnostic, I place him neutral. And I believe that talking about this topic is a waste of time because the topic lies beyond logic.
Why the hell you're wasting my time then? If you think this is a waste of time, that's also a waste of time to utter those sentences for me, because this is not a waste of time for me. I enjoy it, okay? But you wasted my time by uttering that. It's waste of time. It's for you, okay? So it's subjective, man. If you don't like, if you why the fuck you're wasting your time here? If you think this is a waste of time for you, I'm not gonna let you to waste my time, okay? And when someone says agnostic, Martin, there's a problem, okay? Either he's a believer or he's a non-believer. I couldn't dive into that, and I don't want to do that because he already thinks that it's a waste of time for him. I don't want to waste his time. At least I'm respectful to him. Anyway, so
I wanted to
yeah,
ask you something.
yeah, cool.
If you had to choose a god, which god would you choose and why? Like, if
Which
you
God
were
I would
forced to
choose? I would choose a
at the
God
moment.
who created a place for us where there's no suffering, where there is no, tricky mysteries. Okay, like I'm okay with mysteries,
Mm.
but not the tricky ones. So yeah, I'm better with such kind of God.
Okay. And which god that people have told you about currently would you like that people are actually following, like millions of people are actually following.
They
Which
follow
of those?
Jesus, Allah,
Yeah.
Yahweh,
So
Krishna,
which
Vishnu.
one, if you had to choose, and why would you choose that one if you had to choose?
I wouldn't choose Abrahamic gods because they're violent.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know much about Hindu gods. Like, do they have also some punishment thing?
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, if they're not punishing people, then maybe I could choose those gods.
Okay, so you would go for Hindu gods rather, if you had to choose.
If they're not punishing people, yeah.
Okay, so that's the punishment that's a problem. Like, but don't you think a good god has to punish evil? Like, if to be good?
A good god shouldn't allow evil in the first place.
Yeah, but say you have to allow evil for free will to exist. Say,
Oh,
is a
I don't think like letting evil is a very important part of free will, because when you say free will, it's a controversial topic, Martin. Okay,
Yeah.
will is free from what exactly here? When you say free,
like our robots, they can't disobey us. They don't have free will. But if we somehow gave them free will, they would be able to rebel against us, like we are
rebel
able to
against.
rebel against our
Okay, so that's one topic. If they want to fly, can they fly?
Now, obviously, I don't have ultimate free will. I'm just
Oh,
saying
okay.
free will,
So
like they
it's
could
important.
rebel
Like,
against your creator.
so that means that their will is not free. Like, it's always depending on something. I mean, limited by something. For example, you believe that we are free. We
Yeah,
have
we
free
have
will.
freedom. That's
Okay.
why we can
Okay.
rebel against God.
Okay. Rebelling against God is just one topic, but I wanna. This is my will. I wanna fly like as if there is no gravity, without any tool. Okay. This is my will. But I'm not free to do that because there is gravity.
You don't have ultimate free will, like I said.
Okay, so if there is no ultimate free will, like, why we are not free to draw the line wherever we want? For example, you're saying, okay, we're not ultimately free. Okay, that means we have a lot of limitations. I can bring millions of limitations, Martin. Okay.
Obviously.
And you're saying, okay, that's okay. Like, well, because, yeah, we're not that much free. But who decides where our freedom starts exactly? So
Do
why
you
we
think
don't
you're
draw
not
the
free?
line? Sure, I don't think I'm free. Like I told you, I cannot do such things if I want. And I want, and I'm not able to do that. So that means I'm not free to do those things.
Okay, so but do you have freedom to make choices?
Freedom to make choices. Okay, that's one thing. Like that doesn't mean I am not free about some topics. So let's accept I'm free to make some choices. Okay, that's
Yeah,
just
that's what I mean with
partial
free will.
freedom. That's that means free will.
Especially against God.
Okay, good, very
Yeah,
good. So
choices
it's
against God.
about, okay, it's about choices. Okay, if God didn't create evil, still there would be a lot of options to choose. Then I would be free to choose any of them. Still, that means it's a free will. Then,
I
if
don't
it's
think
about
God
choices.
created evil though.
Oh, you got.
I don't think God created evil. I think evil is the absence of goodness. Like God
Absence
only
of
created
goodness.
energy, and cold is the absence of that energy. He didn't create cold. If you
He
understand, he
didn't
only
create.
created energy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what about
Only energy is
viruses?
created.
Who created viruses?
I think it's mutations.
Mutations, but in the first place, there were no viruses,
In
and
evolution.
God didn't involve in the process of creating viruses.
I don't know.
God
I'm not
didn't
sure.
know, like even if God didn't do that, okay, God didn't know that there would be cancer, viruses, natural disasters. So God didn't
Well, our
know
body has an
those
immune
things.
system that protects
We
us
are
like
not
crazy.
immune to be crashed between um, rocks. I'm talking about earthquakes, or we are not. We don't have immune to thunderbolts.
Mm. But some people survive it still.
Some people
But
and many die. Many died, right? Millions of people died because of thunderbolts, right? So
I don't
and
know
God
millions,
knew
but
that. God knew that. Okay, so if you say free will is about choosing things, okay, choosing between options. If you don't create those things, still there could be millions of options that we could choose. That means we could still have a free will. So those things are not necessary. Like why billions of animals are dying? And they're suffering a lot also, like us. They're even suffering more.
yeah, I don't know how conscious animals are. Um, the lower you go down, the more robotic it seems to me. Like
Okay.
bugs seem more robotic, you know. And
So
if you
on.
even go lower, you see even more robots seemingly working for God, carrying out his instructions. Um, they can't rebel against him. We can. So I think
Okay.
God has enough robots working for him that can't rebel against
Oh,
him.
God wants people to rebel against him.
I
Like
don't think
that
he
that's the
wants that.
desire
He
of
wants us
God.
to be
Okay,
free.
but he knew that some people will rebel, right?
Yeah, sure. Someone,
No, then
any
he
good gift you can
created.
do for bad, right?
Yeah, but so he created rebellions intentionally.
No, he
No.
gave us the good gift of free will,
Yeah,
so
but
we
he
can
knew
use that for
that.
good or for evil.
Sure. But he also knew that some people will use it in a bad way. I mean, the way that he doesn't want. Then why
Yeah, sure.
he created it again in the first place?
Because I think freedom, like even if you had a child, you would want him to be free, even if that freedom causes you some suffering or causes something bad to happen. Like you wouldn't lock him up in a cage because you're too afraid that he does something bad and goes to prison or something, you know?
Sorry, come again, come again. I missed the example.
Like, say you have a child,
Hmm.
okay? You're not gonna try and limit his freedom like crazy and put him in a cell so that he can't go out and do something bad and end up in jail. You understand?
Okay, but I cannot prevent all those things outside, right? So, but God could do that. God can do it, right? God can set up the game the way that He wants. Okay, He could
Yeah, he
eliminate
wants us to
all
have
that
freedom.
excessive suffering and other things, evil, whatever. So He could eliminate all of them. Still, we could have free will, and I explained to you how.
But you know, suffering and pain is made for our good. Um, in heaven, there's gonna be no pain because we're gonna be indestructible. But yeah, we're not indestructible, so we need pain to function. Like I felt no pain at one point, and it scared the crap out of me because, like, if you can't feel you're busy with something hurting you, then you can die much easier.
So
Um,
what? I mean, so what? But God could create you in a more strong way, right? So we are so
mm,
fragile. I always use this example. People think about fine tuning, right? They say, "Hey, look at
mm.
everything how they goodly designed," and I say, I don't think that's the case. Look at your body; it's very fragile. Like even walking, you can break your arm, leg, even walking
Mm.
by walking. Okay, so like viruses, like bacteria, they can easily kill us. So this is not a strong body. So God could create a stronger body, right?
But have you looked into how our immune system, how complex and awesome our immune system
Things
is?
are complex, yeah.
They're
Like
protecting.
that's not a good argument. God is also complex, right?
Sure, probably.
Okay, then who created God? The question always comes, like if you think complexity requires a creator, then you have to break one rule that you created, which is this one: complexity requires a creator.
Yeah, I'm
And
not saying complexity requires a creator. I'm just saying
then why
that
you're
like like if you see a system that's super complex and good design, like there's design strategies in it and stuff like that, it can point towards intelligence being involved in that. It's not foolproof or
yeah,
like
it's just not a good
foolproof
evidence for me.
evidence. It's just some evidence, part of a cumulative case.
Yeah, but you can yeah, you just repeat that. I know that. Uh, but yeah, when we say that, you said that pain helps us to survive
Mm.
because it
Yeah, it's
tells us
made
hey
for our
hey
good.
hey yeah. But again, if you're made of titanium bones, okay, and carbon fiber skin,
Mm.
then yeah, you would be way more stronger, durable. You could live longer, way longer, and then
Mm.
there's no need to have pain to tell you, hey, you're gonna die. What about this?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
you have
You don't
this.
need pain.
Yeah, you don't need pain. Like let's imagine this strong body that I presented you, and imagine that, like, sure, like there will be always some stress, right? Like even metals or plastic, they have stress, right? That they degrade
Mm.
also, right? So imagine that your color is changing. I hope it doesn't sound racist. Imagine your color is changing due to that stress, okay? Just color, okay?
Mm.
You can see your hands is turning into green, okay? I mean, becomes
Mm.
more greenish. And you understand when it's dark green, that's the end, okay? And people know that that's the sign that you're coming closer, okay? You don't need the pain. Still, you can understand, hey, wait, I do this. I carry this stuff all the day, and yeah, seemingly it's harming me. Look, because we learned that when people become greener and greener and greener, they die. Okay. So they don't need pain to tell them, hey, come on, look, this will end you. Like you could find many different ways. Like, I'm not a god. Like, you see, this is a better way, right? To tell you, hey, don't do that. This is harmful for you, or your time is coming close.
Yeah, I still think pain is made for our good, and I think God also came and suffered with us, and
Mm.
still suffers with us when we suffer,
I see.
when His children suffer,
Yeah, you just believe
and He
in
uses
that.
that for our good. He uses that for our good in this life and the next.
Hmm.
Um, we share in His pain and suffering, and we
Martin, this
also
is the
share in
preaching
His
part,
glory.
man. Like, without arguments, you're just preaching right now.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's how it works.
That's what you believe. Yeah, I understand that, but you don't have good arguments or evidence for making that case. It's just your belief.
What other is it just a problem of evil that you see as the base evidence
Oh,
against
you
God,
asked me
or
the
is there
best
other?
one. Yeah, you asked me the best one. I think this is the best one.
The problem of evil, because evil points to for me to God, like
Hmm.
demons and all that stuff points to all everything points me to God. Like the more
Yeah, I
evil something
think
is, the more it points to God for me.
points, yeah, to religion. Yeah, you believe that X religion is true. Therefore, what you see, sure, definitely they point to your God or your religion. I can easily understand that. That's very
No,
normal.
no, not to my religion, just to being there, being a creator. Because without a creator, there is no objective moral values that
Okay,
are
so what? So what?
so
That
real evil actually says that there is some objective creator
okay,
or values.
torturing someone is evil or not?
Depends who is doing it. Is it the
Depends
state
who's
throwing
doing
someone
that.
into prison, and that's a kind of a mental torture for
Oh
people to
no,
be
no,
in a
talking
cell
about that,
for the
like
rest of their life?
burning someone else's skin. Like, is it
Sure,
justifiable? Do you think it depends on someone also? Burning
it
someone
depends.
else's skin.
Like
So when this
I
is
think
justified, tell me when burning the skin as a punishment is justified. When?
like I think if like even a child that you tell him not to touch the fire and he burns himself, and that's just from playing with fire. Uh, I think that is a punishment that he caused on himself. But I don't think the bad stuff about it.
Martin, this is not cool. Please, this is not cool. Like we are not talking about this, right? Or we are not talking about a mistake that a child did. I'm asking when someone, okay, an adult person is punishing another adult person and torturing like that. I mean, burning his skin as a punishment. When this is justified, according to you?
Yeah, I don't think people are supposed to do that.
Who can do that? Like when this is justified? Because like you said people cannot do this, then you gave me the child example. Child is a person, right? Also. So that example is not good. But anyway, like
Yeah,
so you're
this
saying God
some,
like let me help you, Martin. Like why you are stalling,
Mhm.
I don't understand. You're technically saying that if God is doing that, then it's okay.
I don't think God wants people to go to hell. I think
Didn't
hell was
ask
made
what
for the
God
devil and his
wants.
angels.
That was not my question. My question is not what God wants. My question
Mm.
was when burning someone else's skin is justified. And you didn't answer the question. I answered the question instead of you, and you didn't say no, 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 no.
I said no humans are supposed to burn other people's skin, in my opinion.
Okay, so why do you think so?
It's like
Is it evil?
it's like you are not allowed to throw someone in a cell.
Okay,
Um,
like Martin, imagine magically you become an atheist right now, and
okay.
you feel like, and you think that there is no any God. Would you
Yeah.
start burning skins of people?
No, but I would not have objective values and
Doesn't
say you can
matter. You
objectively
don't
tell
need
them it's
seemingly,
wrong to do
yeah,
that.
yeah, but you don't need, right? That then the objective moral value is to not to do such a thing, right? Why you wouldn't do that?
I wouldn't do it because it doesn't help me. But like
It doesn't help
I
you.
wouldn't be
Okay.
able
Well,
to
no,
condemn
okay.
someone.
So let's do what
I
you
wouldn't be
do,
able to condemn
Martin.
someone.
Martin, I like to learn things, and I will demonstrate you that I'm learning from you. Okay, like let's collect multiple evidence. Okay. So first,
Mm.
it wouldn't help you to torture someone. Okay.
Mm.
Well, another reason why you wouldn't do that? Let me help you. If you do that, the other person can do the same to you, or relatives of that person can do the same to you, or
Mm.
there are already laws in these countries. The police can take you into prison because what you did is not acceptable. Okay, I don't say right, wrong. It's not acceptable in that country. Okay, or let's eliminate. Let's say there are no such things, but still, you could easily know that you will get the harm also, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What are other reasons why you wouldn't do that? Maybe
If I
you
was
have
an
empathy.
atheist,
Yeah. Maybe you have empathy.
yeah, yeah, but I think the world kills your empathy. Like I don't feel bad anymore seeing people suffer that much anymore because of all the hell I see on Earth. I'm like becoming more cold towards it. It still affects me, but not as bad as it did when I was a child. You
But
become
you're
desensitized
not
to evil.
child right now, so we are
Yeah,
talking about your existence right now and in this age. So you're not a child, right? So if you become an atheist right now, you're not gonna be a child, or you're not gonna become way older, right? You will be at the same age.
yeah. I would,
Yeah.
if I was an atheist, I would
No.
be more likely to end my life, like many people end their lives when suffering comes or stuff like that. Well, at the moment, I can rejoice in suffering and rejoice in the good and the bad in life. And I fight more against. I don't. I may not kill myself. There's like God. It's murder to kill myself. So I'm less likely to kill myself as a Christian than with as an atheist. Like I think it's
Ah,
more just
ah,
about
ah,
killing
ah.
yourself.
Well, now you're talking about something else. My question was why you wouldn't torture other people. That was the question.
Yeah, I would
You're
torture
just
myself.
you would torture yourself.
Yeah, like by killing
Oh, okay.
myself probably if I was an atheist.
Martin, like they're doing that. Like, come on, like you could do that. That doesn't mean you like that. This is a justification for not doing the same thing to other people. Okay, so what are the good
Yeah.
like reasons why you wouldn't torture other people if you are an atheist? Okay, like we counted something. Okay, you said
Yeah,
like
you
that
can
there's no
make up
use
multiple
of that.
reasons.
Yeah, multiple reasons.
Like,
So
yeah,
like an atheist have multiple reasons not to harm other people, Martin. So we don't need God, as you
yeah,
can
luckily.
easily see. Yeah, luckily. Okay, and you
Luckily.
don't need luck because like if you learn about human biology, you can understand how these things are working, why people refrain to do that such kind of things, because they know that there is no use in it. They can really get a lot of harm if they do that. Okay, there's always risk. And
Mm,
yeah, if they start doing that, they can become alone in the society. That's also not desirable for majority of the people. So, and there are many reasons like that. Okay, that's
mm,
why people tend to, choose some actions or not to do some actions. And as you see, we don't include God in it, okay? And still we can behave the way that you behave. And while your religion have similar things, you can say, oh, wait a second, if atheist people can have these things without a God, maybe we Christians, we got these ideas in the same way. Maybe we didn't get it from God. Maybe we got it the way that these atheist people got it. Because, yeah, like in a society, if you do something, there is a consequence. And so some of them, they're not desirable for some logical reasons. Because again, one increases your risk, you know, for your survival. If you
mm.
harm, you will get harm. If you punch someone, they will or he will punch you back. And you will get isolated maybe if you become such a person doing those stuff that people feel suffer, then you'll be the bad guy for them. And so some
Do
people
you
are tolerant to this. Doesn't matter
do
if
you
they're,
think
they're religious or
belief
not.
do you think belief in God can keep people away from evil?
Like many things can keep people from those things. And yeah, God option can also make the same thing. But sometimes religion make people more evil.
Mm.
Yeah, so I'll have to, get rid of those parts of the religion because people even kill other people because of their religion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so why we should use such a dangerous tool to make people good?
Just like I would say in medicine, there's good medicine and bad medicine, or good science and bad science, like pseudoscience. Um, I think the good science can easily be used for good. The pseudoscience is going to cause bad effects. Same with bad
Hmm.
doctors. Like you get these crazy doctors that do
Hmm.
massive damage. That doesn't mean we shouldn't use doctors anymore. You know,
Hmm. So sorry,
you
sorry.
understand what I'm trying to say?
Last part, I couldn't get it.
Like,
Why we
say,
shouldn't go to doctors?
hmm? No, I'm saying you get crazy doctors that do like massive damage. Like, obviously, you get like witch doctors and all kinds of crazy witch doctors that do massive damage. That doesn't mean that all doctors are now bad or that medicine is now bad. Medicine can be used for good or bad,
But
if you
here's the
understand what I
question,
mean. That
Marta.
there's
Yeah,
good
now I
medicine and
understand.
bad medicine.
Yeah, I understand. But like, which one would you choose? Like a medicine that everyone is very sure that it never harms anyone. Okay, it always gives benefit. And which one would you choose? Like the one that have side effects or the one that I just mentioned?
Sure,
Well,
the
if you're
one that everyone
normal,
thinks
yeah, without the
is.
harmful one, right? Like, or without the
Mm.
side effects, you would choose that. So, if all religions, some sort of, they include harm in it, and you're saying that, but still we should use it. Like, as I said, religions are not the only way to make other people do good things, right? If we can decide what is good, what is bad together, because there's no agreement also on that, right? That's why there are many religions. Even in the religion, in the same religion, there are different opinions, right?
Yeah,
So,
sure.
but you're saying that, oh, still we should use this tool.
Yeah, just like I would say, we can use all kinds of tools for good or for bad. Good
Okay.
religion is something good, but if you
Mm-hmm.
have some bad, messed up religion, it's going to cause massive amount of
Mm-hmm.
damage.
Okay. Okay. But what about, I think this analogy is a really bad one because like when we buy medicine, like those medications, they don't at least tell us that, hey, if you take this medicine, you'll start flying. I'm not talking about drugs, okay? I mean literally like, you know, birds. And at the same time, it will take your headache. Okay. Well, why we should, you know, still have it? I mean, because when we say like bad parts, okay, or side effects, when it comes to religions, it's that there is more than that. Okay, we can agree that let's agree that there are good parts of the religion. Okay, but we know there are bad parts, and we know that there are these flying example parts also. So it's like made up three parts. And when we buy medication, we know that yeah, there are side effects. Okay, but if we could create without side effects, we could. Okay, and medications are necessary for us for our health. Okay, um, but if I don't take the religion, for example, I'm an atheist. I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna suffer. It's not like the
You're not
medication.
going to die.
If I said I'm
What?
not gonna die, I said
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
said.
gonna suffer.
Oh.
If I said I'm not gonna die, like that's a mistake. Okay, sure, I'm gonna die. But um I'm not gonna suffer. I mean, because I left a religion. Okay. Or when I said I'm not gonna die, like if you become an atheist, you don't die immediately, right? No, so then I said
Mm.
correctly. Okay, that's what I meant.
Okay.
So, but imagine some medicines are very vital. Okay, like the ones that you use for your heart. Okay, and you may die if you don't use them. But leaving the religion is not like that. So
Yeah, I
there are
think
huge
people should
differences.
leave bad religions. I think
Hmm.
people should
Okay.
leave bad religions that cause massive amounts of suffering.
Okay.
Um,
But who's gonna decide which one is the good religion?
well, we can chat about it. We can discuss it. People discuss it all for many years.
But discussion, like, how can you convince someone that that's the best religion?
So
And
it's
even if
hard to
it's the
convince a lot
best
of people.
one, okay. Here's the thing. So if there's something, like if I have to follow something, okay, I
Mm.
would like to follow something. Sure, I would like to follow the best one, okay.
Yes,
But when
I
we go
agree.
back to our medication analogy, like if all medicine has side effects, okay, but plus many of them they have claims which don't make sense, which even don't have evidence for it. For example, the one that makes you fly, okay, literally. So I would like to choose the medicine which doesn't make such kind of claims, even if it has side effects. I would like to
What
choose
if
the
all
ones.
medicine makes that claim?
But that's not the case, right? Like for example, Buddhism doesn't claim a god.
Yeah, I haven't studied too much about Buddhism,
I talk to Buddhist
but it's
people, and they don't believe in God. At least the ones that I talked to, they didn't believe in God. So
but
that
it's
means it's
spiritual,
okay.
right? There is some spiritual stuff in there, right?
Oh, okay. Like, but don't you think there are philosophies that you can follow where there's no spirituality or supernatural? Sure, there must be such kind of philosophies, right? And you can follow
I see
them.
they don't believe in a creator god, but it acknowledges divine beings called devas or minor deities.
Okay, like eliminate those things. Like I'm talking about some philosophies where they don't have those kind of things.
Mm.
I'm not familiar to
Yes.
many of the philosophies that people, go and search and they're interested in. I'm not. Like one of them is, I think, well, it's very famous nowadays. Stoicism. Do they have God concept? I think no, or maybe they have.
Do you
But
think
anyway,
atheism can have side effects, or for some psychopaths and people that are,
it's not a belief.
that are not help?
That's not a religion, so you shouldn't compare it with
But what do you
religions.
think losing their faith can have side effects?
Sure, yeah, yeah, it may, because as humanity, we didn't evolve in a very good way. Like we easily suffer from a lot of things. Easily, we lack of um a lot of things. Okay, like you stay alone. Okay, that gives you suffering. Okay, but staying alone can be solved by a lot of things. But still, we didn't solve it. There are a lot of lonely people on the planet, right? And some people they
Yeah.
only have God as a friend
Mm.
or as someone who observed them. When they lose it, yeah, that can be depressing for them. But we could solve that problem without a God, without a religion. But we didn't do that. We became too lazy because, God is watching you, man. Don't worry. God will help you. Don't feel alone. God is always watching you. And don't worry, you'll continue living. There is God when you die. You'll see the people. You'll not stay alone when you die. So, like, religion made us very lazy, very lazy. Like, we could educate people more and more. People would be more respectful to each other or more helpful to each other. And we could provide way more social, um, societies, right? Then people wouldn't be that much alone. They wouldn't feel like that. If people were caring more and more about each other, then they wouldn't feel alone. Then you don't need a God to stay, safe or close to someone. And this is only one problem, by the way, okay? And there are many other problems. Like people are poor. That's why they always say have hope, right? They hope, they pray to God for food, for shelter, for many things. We couldn't solve this problem, right? Still, there are millions of people, billions of people poor. We could solve this one also without God, but we didn't. If we did it, then yeah, no need to pray for such kind of things also.
Yeah, I think if we all followed God's commands, then the world would be paradise. Like, because God commands us to love those people. Um, and if we truly did that, there
Yeah.
would be no like wars or, all that money if that went for wars can help all the poor. So there would
And
be no one poor.
the same God teaches how to treat slaves also, Martin. If your God really wanted to create such a planet, He would demolish slavery. Like he would always talk about it as evil if and that's what he wanted to make a rich planet. But I don't see such a God in your religion and other religions also. Yeah, they suggest to help poor people, but they don't suggest to make them rich. I mean, or finishing poverty. Like that's not their aim. Their aim is just to help them. For what? For saving the day or for a month? Like
Did you losing your faith cause you suffering or not?
it depends again. Depends on the people. For example, I was talking to a friend here. I didn't know that that was his experience. He said that I felt really bad when I became an atheist. It took a lot of time for me to, recover. And
Mhm.
my case is different. I'm the same, nearly the same person. Sure, I think more clearly after I left the religion, but I didn't suffer. I mean, I look at the life in a similar way. Okay, even better, I can
Mm.
say. In some cases, even better. And I know other people. Like just 2 days, 3 days ago, someone from YouTube, okay, said that. Thank you so much. I was very surprised. I was not even expecting such a thing. He said, "I'm more happy because of you because I became an atheist." I was like, "What the fuck? That was not my purpose." You must be lucky because you feel happier right now because that's not the case for all people. That's
Mhm.
why that's not my first goal here. My goal is not to turn people into atheism. No, that's not because I don't know how
That's
people
good.
gonna feel after they leave their religion. Some people are very vulnerable. They're not ready for
Yeah.
being an atheist. Okay, so I
Yeah.
don't provide them education for being an atheist. I don't have that much time or sources to do that. And if they're not ready, that may be harmful in some cases, right? And my purpose is not to harm them, but I want to mention, maybe I should mention more and more, like to be careful, like to solve their problems first, okay, if they can. And then they should start thinking about God or leaving their religion or other things, okay? But yeah, and there are different kind of people, Martin. You should have,
Mm.
you should know it. Right? I think you knew it. So it's not
Yeah, sure.
the same for all people. But here's the thing, Martin.
But I'm glad you
This
didn't
is
suffer or anything. I'm
yeah.
glad you
Like,
didn't suffer, and I'm glad you left that bad religion. I'm glad about that.
like again, there wouldn't be much difference if I left Christianity.
Except if it's a bad form of Christianity. Obviously, you
Mm,
get bad forms
bad
of
form.
anything.
That's the problem, you
Yeah.
see, Martin. You guys even do not agree on each other. So when we say
But no scientist
Christianity,
also agrees about everything. It doesn't mean like the world doesn't exist, right? So just because
come
we
again.
disagree about stuff, like just like scientists don't agree on everything, they're constantly debating each other. It doesn't mean the world doesn't exist. So too, we debate about God to try and figure out more about Him, but it doesn't mean that God doesn't exist.
Oh no, no, I never said therefore God doesn't exist. No, that's not the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just because you find a good version of your religion, again, that doesn't also prove that that God exists, right? So like that's why I don't understand why people always make a comparison and ask me, "Hey, which religion you would choose if you had to?" I mean, doesn't matter, right? Like let's say X religion. So what? What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything to me. Like doesn't mean I will automatically start believing in afterlife, angels, God. No. That's why it's a useless question. Welcome, Rocky. And welcome, Rick. It was Rick, right? Yeah, it was. So, what we have so far, I need to drink some water. Rocky, if you want to talk, it's a good time.
Go for it, Rocky. He says he can't. But perhaps I can just say, like, I've seen some people that say they were involved in a scam company or something, and then they so badly don't want to get scammed again. They say they don't want to believe anything anymore, like any proposition of some form. Like, say someone told them about crypto or Bitcoin long ago, they wouldn't have believed it because of their involvement in that scam. So they would have shot themselves in the foot. And I think the same happens sometimes where people are involved in a messed up religion, and then they think like they not gonna believe any religion ever again, like nothing ever again in that regard. And I think the same, they shoot themselves in the foot there as well. But someone can disagree with me. Let me know if I'm wrong. No, we're talking about religion. I'm okay with rational believer. I try to be irrational. You can tell me if I'm somewhere irrational, but I'm glad you're okay with a rational believer. Okay, you had to get somewhat. Life is like a puzzle. We only need to solve it together. Yeah, we have to solve it together. Are you agnostic theist, Martin? Agnostic theist. I want to be open, so I would say, like, I'm 99% sure that there's a creator, but I always want to be open to counter evidence. I've seen many people say they're 100% sure, and I'm 100% sure they're wrong almost, because they're obviously wrong. So I want to not be like them, and I want to be open to evidence, any evidence that someone has. But you can probably classify me as then as agnostic theist, because it's not 100%. I am agnostic, says Soul.
Okay. You remember, Martin, this guy said it's a waste of time to talk about this topic. He's still here.
Yeah. He's wasting his time, it seems.
I don't know. That's kind of paradoxical. Maybe I misunderstood something. Biro Sama. We have someone who believes in Christian God. Okay. Here's the link and will come. Biros. Hmm. Yes, it's a waste of time. So I was not wrong.
Rocky asked me something.
Okay, what if after that you meet Allah as God? Ooh, okay, that's a very controversial question. Okay.
Well, I doubt it, but if I did, I would tell Allah that He told me in the Quran to believe the Gospel and the Torah, so I was just following His commands. And but I doubt Allah is the true God of the Bible. There's just too much evidence against Him not
Yeah,
being.
but what if he says that when I said follow those books, if you are in those religions, but Quran always says that Allah is the only real God, and this is the message of God, like. So, and you didn't think that
But Allah admits that the Christians and the Jews follow the 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 God of
yeah.
Abraham, Isaac, and
Mm.
Jacob. So
Okay.
it
So
shoots
you think that
himself a little bit in the foot, the Quran.
okay. So you think that you're not in danger according to Quran that much.
Yeah, no, because I've also investigated Islam a lot, and I still investigate and talk to Muslims, and I think there's just massive amounts of evidence where God takes people out of Islam, does miracles for them to get out of Islam than going into Islam. I don't see massive amounts of miracles be happening to get people into Islam, where it's obviously God. But I could be wrong about that.
Okay.
We're all ignorant in some places, right? So
Oh, okay.
Rocky says, unless you believe in Allah as God and Muhammad as last messenger, you are in hell according to Islam.
Now Rocky proves a contradiction in Quran. Because according to other things that you said, that sounds like Allah was okay with Christians, Jewish people, that they follow their own book.
Mm. It seems like at the beginning of Muhammad's life, he was very nice to Christians and Jews and said to you, your religion, to us, our religion, and we believe in what has been revealed to us and what has been revealed to you. Our God is one, and to him we submit. Stuff like that. Nice stuff he said to Christians, and then later in life, he started writing or saying massive bad stuff about Christianity when he was giving a lot of power. He started waging wars and constant wars and killing people constantly. So Surah 6, or I think is most violent, is probably at the end, almost at the end of his life, where it's the most violent, according to what I've heard. One of the most violent surahs. Surah Christians will be in hell for eternity. Let me see. Surah 98, verse 6. Like I also every Saturday almost, or a lot of Saturdays, not I talk to a Muslim, and he calls himself a Christian Muslim. I don't know how that works 100%, but he wants to take all the good verses in the Quran and the Bible, and yeah, he says in the Hadith there's a false prophet that is super satanic, stuff like that. It's quite weird, but at least his heart is trying to follow good things. Okay, so Surah 98, verse 6. Indeed, they who disbelieve among the people of the scriptures and the polytheists will be in the fire of hell, abiding eternally therein. Those are the worst of creatures. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, he writes all kinds of good stuff at the beginning of his life for Christians and Jews. And then later in his life, he started killing us, cutting our necks off. But I think Rocky, I spoke to you once, didn't I? And you said you're on Team Christian. You root for Christianity against Islam.
Okay. Two Islam hatreds, okay. Ben 2006. Dreaming. Big dreams. Precedes big things. Okay. Richard Dawkins, Daniel Dennett, Sam Harris, and Hitchens. Okay. Rocky, do you remember anything about him? Is he a Muslim? Um, but by the
I
way,
see
like,
the one guy.
mm, I
Anyway,
could,
we
I
can go
couldn't,
for philosophy.
I couldn't catch your debates in Taco and in other shows. I mean, just 5 or 10 minutes only I could watch.
Yeah,
How did it go?
um when people give me time to speak, it goes well, and when they're nice to me. But sometimes you get guys that are just cursing at me and like don't allow me to speak and stuff like that. Then it's not so well. But at least people muted the one atheist multiple times so I can speak because he was constantly speaking over me. But it is what it is.
They're kind of a little bit fair then. Okay, good. At least you had the chance.
I see the one guy on your channel is saying, I'm still waiting for Martin to tell me how to contact a demon. I'm not going to do that. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not going to help
remember
you into darkness.
you were claiming things. Yeah. So what else? Like maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I can.
Rocky, can you make a demon into my body? Bro, I'm not on their side, so I can't command them. Like, I'm not on, I don't like demons. Like, I want people to explain away all the
Martin,
evidence I have for demons.
but don't you think that like? But are you able to do that?
No, I'm not even gonna try that. Like,
Okay, but
I don't know.
it seems
I'm not gonna try that.
it seems like at least some way. I'm not saying good way, but some way that can you know convince some people, right? These stories are coming from those kind of religions, right? Demons coming from Christianity, Islam, even previous religions, right? So they're connected somehow. At least that would be a supernatural evidence if you could prove it.
Yeah, I would like people to explain away all the evidence I have for demons. Like that's why I want to talk to Aaron Ra because he actually did tests on demons. I would love to do tests on demons, but I'm just not stupid enough. It's like drugs. I want to test on drugs. I would love to, but I'm not stupid enough to do that. So I would rather talk to people that have done tests on
I
it
think
and hear how they can explain away
it's
the
not so
evidence.
hard to reach Aaron Ra, man. Like he's doing lives also, right?
Yeah, perhaps I should go talk to him. Perhaps he can help me explain a lot of this evidence away,
Mhm.
which will make me rejoice because then I think demons are weaker and messed up, more weak than I already think they are.
So what if Aaron Ross says that, hey man, that's just illusion, delusion, or whatever?
Yeah, but I would want an explanation for that because he saw this stuff actually. He, according to his own testimony stuff, that he saw this stuff. He says it felt very real to him. But I would love to hear how and what test he did on this stuff because I
Yeah,
don't think he just
yeah.
did no test.
But something feels real doesn't mean it's real. Like we have dreams, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Our dreams sometimes feel very real to us,
Mm.
but we
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that it was not real. So, what if you have such
But
kind of an explanation for your
yeah,
own
sure.
experience?
Yeah, I haven't. That's what how I explained it away when I had a demonic experience. I said it's probably like um what do you call it, a dream or something, but it felt very real. But it's probably just a dream, and it was an awesome dream though because it felt crazy and awesome. It's like a roller coaster ride. You're like scared your butt off, but you're like excited. Or
Mhm.
it was a strange experience anyway. I would wonder how he's
Yeah.
explaining it, his experiences away,
Mhm.
and what test he did
Yeah,
on this stuff.
but you know, I mean, it's clear he's an atheist.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
I posted a video of him doing tests on a girl, and she passed his tests. Um, so I wonder what other tests he did where
Okay.
with demons or something, and how they perhaps failed these tests.
I see. I see.
Hopefully,
Wow.
they failed these tests.
This room is very old and people are joining. That's weird. That's weird.
But the people can. I don't want to talk the whole time. Anyone else can talk
Like maybe you should.
or ask questions.
Maybe you're compensating all those times that you couldn't talk in other channels, man.
Yeah, it's awesome that I'm able to talk without being cursed and stuff. So thanks for that, philosopher.
Okay. I mean, you're welcome till you annoy me a lot.
Hopefully, I don't do that soon. I
You're
think if you
not
get
doing
to
it.
know me, I'm not gonna annoy you so easily.
Okay,
I think
well, I see a lot of bad comments about you. Okay, you also see them. That this is not a mystery, right? But I tell many people here. I told many people that we should appreciate him. Come on, like he's jumping in the middle of many atheist people. Some of them are really, really good. I mean, really reasonable, sharp. Okay, they're knowledgeable. I'm not talking about myself. There are many around me. Rocky, for example. Yeah, Rocky. He's way better than me about these topics. And you're jumping in middle of all those people. You're jumping from one channel to other channel. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, like I can feel annoyed. Well, like at least when you first started joining, it was very annoying. Okay, I remember
I'm
I
sorry.
muted you a lot of times. I kicked you also sometimes, maybe 3, 4. I'm not sure how many times. But the thing is, the appreciation part is like not many people can do that. Like they don't have that courage to come and
Hmm.
make points again and again, try to convince them. And I appreciate that part. Okay, and yeah, you're
Thanks,
not
man.
cursing. Sometimes yeah, people feel that you are you're being dishonest intentionally, like trolling. Some people feel that. Okay,
Hmm.
I'm not feeling that anymore, by the way. And in the beginning, yeah, I felt like that, but not anymore. So if this is the case, like, wow, why not, man? Like, why we should be hostile to each other?
And that's great.
Yeah.
Thanks for those kind words. And I'm also glad that you talk about these topics, which is important topics.
Ooh, I
Um,
like, man. Like, you don't have to think. I benefit from it. I like. I enjoy.
what do you like the most about it?
The most about it. The most about it. Like, it's very challenging, and I can brainstorm. Like, I can think deeper. I can go deeper, and I enjoy the process, like sharpening my let's say reasoning, and it's interesting, right? It might
That's
be
very
boring
interesting.
time to time because I hear the same arguments again and again. That's normal.
Hmm.
And but sometimes like some people do it in a very good way. Then that's enjoyable. Yeah, not
Yeah, I
always.
see Soulflix is against giving you a comment there.
Okay, about God, it's waste of time. Maybe we can talk morality, consciousness. Okay, let's talk about morality, Silflix. And do you think like talking about morality is not a waste of time? Let's first hear what he thinks, because he was thinking that talking about God is waste of time, and he's still here nearly 2 hours. So what do you think, Silflix? So just because you mentioned about morality, that doesn't mean you think it's not a waste of time. So what do you think? Is it a waste of time also? He's not responding. Oh, you think it's not a waste of time? Okay, then you can talk. You have the mic. What do you want to say about morality? Oh, Paul. Wow, you had the link all that time.
I just scrolled up.
Oh, you could ask me. You didn't have to go
No,
all the
it
way
took a
down.
second.
Oh, okay, good. So that means that there's not that much chat going on on YouTube.
I don't. There's some chat going on with Crisp. He was making some
You know,
very interesting claims.
okay. Crisp is my one of the biggest followers. He is here every day. And I think his best friend is Scamchan.
Yeah, he's great to have around.
So Soulflick is not talking about morality, the topic that he suggested. He thinks that it's waste of time to talk about God. Anyway, Paul, you want to say something?
No, not really. No, I wanted to kind of engage with Martin a little bit when you guys were talking, but it seemed like somebody else just came up here.
Okay, no
I
problem.
got.
If you remember the point, maybe Martin may want to talk to you about that one.
No, I was just kind of waiting, just kind of sitting here, and a conversation kind of starts up.
Oh, cool.
Nothing.
We are really chilled down. So I don't know. I was hoping that Soulflix maybe can start to talk about morality, but seemingly he doesn't wanna. Oh, like there was a point that I said that's a side point, Martin. And what was that topic? Maybe now it's the time to talk about it.
I can't remember. What did Paul want to talk about? Sorry, I had a call. Someone
Oh
called
no,
me.
I asked Paul. He didn't say that he wants
He
to talk
said
about
my
something
name or
specific.
something.
I was just trying to get into the conversation. Nothing in particular.
Okay,
Why
I will
did you
help
use my
you.
name?
Okay, like he just referred when you were talking with Martin. Maybe I was gonna say something, but it was, maybe half an hour ago, maybe an hour ago. So that's why he needed to mention your name. So I think like you were making a claim about morality, and we were talking about objective morality also, right?
Mm. Yes.
Then I felt like we were really off the topic. Then we went back to the main one. But no, yeah, like oh, I was explaining you like why. Oh, well, by the way, we talk a lot about morality. Now I remember. I remember soon. What was that specific thing? That part? No, I don't remember. So, do you really think we need God to make rules, Martin?
I think we can make rules, but just like in a world, say, computer game, if there's no creator in that game, there's no objective rules for everyone. Like that applies to everyone. Everyone
I
can
got
then
it.
just make up their own rules.
Yeah,
Right.
but
So
like, who tells that there must be objective rules? Like, I don't see such a rule. You're complaining that there wouldn't be objective rules. And I'm asking why it's necessary to have objective rule. Like, is it necessity? Like, even if you need it, that doesn't mean there are objective rules or there must be. So when I say I need to have wings like birds, that doesn't mean like there will be or there must be. That's why I'm saying like now you're complaining that okay, no creator of a game, but still people are creating rules, and those rules are subjective. Okay, so what? I mean, yeah, that would be the case.
So when the Nazis were in the judgment seats, they were judged. They said that we have our own rules and you have your rules, but then the court could go to a higher authority, namely God, and condemn their actions. Well, if there is no God, we can't objectively condemn their actions and sentence them to life in prison or death. Um, if you understand what I mean.
Well, can you give another example, like a simple one?
So, say some people argue about what's right and what's wrong. Um, there needs to be if you want a real right or wrong, there needs to be some objective reference point. Like, say, north and south, we say there's a north and a south. But if there's no magnetic field, anyone's north and south can just be like what they want it to be. So we would need some objective reference point, like a magnetic field that
If
gives us.
okay, if there is no such kind of reference, what we should do?
Yeah, then we have a problem.
Oh yeah, but like, maybe this is the case. Maybe there was never such an objective reference point. Maybe people made it, made up their religions. They said, "Hey, my God says so. These are what God commands. Like this is about humanity. This is about the universe. That's why we should accept them as objective or as reference point because it's bigger than us." But yeah, I mean, if that's the case, yeah, like maybe you can choose them, okay? So it's up to you, up to people. But imagine there's no such a reference point.
Yeah, then we have a problem. Then we can't objectively condemn what the Nazis did or
But what about
say
this?
objectively.
Let's assume for some time that there's no God, okay?
Mm.
What if I say, people, hey, like we don't have something very obvious for us to use, to decide what is right, what's wrong. But like we all value our own lives. We're selfish, right? And we have this survival mechanism. We want to survive, okay? We are not wishing suffering. I mean, like if you try to burn my skin, I will feel pain. I don't want it. And you also don't want it. I know that, right? And many people, they don't want to like try to burn their skin. All of them, they will react. They will not want it. They will try to harm you to stop your, you know, torture. And I can say, hey guys, you see, like this is common among us, okay? What about using this as a reference point? Like to decide what we should do, what we shouldn't do. Because we all feel the pain, okay? Maybe the pleasure part is a little bit tricky, okay? But the pain part, we I want to live. You want to live. Other people also want to live. Go and say, hey, I want to kill you. Is it okay? Uh, it will be very hard for you to find a crazy person or someone very lost, okay, to say yes. They all want to live, right? So we can use this as a reference point. Maybe it's not very objective, but at least majority of us, okay, with very minor exceptions, okay, we can all use that reference point.
Sure. So if everyone agrees about something, you would say, okay, that's good evidence that it's an objective reference point, or
No,
that we
like
should follow that.
it even doesn't have to be an objective reference point. It's a very useful reference point because nearly all people can use that, and that's very close to objective. Like what we said, like let's assume there's no objective rules, right? So if there are no, you said we're fucked up, and I'm saying no, don't worry. There's something that there's something that we can use very close to objective because like you don't know reality, okay? If no God, seemingly no objective thing, no reference point for you to accept, right? And but yeah, I see something there. Not me, okay? People mention about this, right? They say, "Hey, yeah, let's use this one as a reference point." Like, for example, what kind of rules we can derive from that reference point? Okay, don't harm me, right? Or harming is wrong. Don't harm, right? Or caring about each other, right? Well, that kind of increases our, survival chances, right? Helping each other, right? Not lying each other. This is also helping our survivals or well-being. Okay, so we can use those things, right? We can create rules out of these points, which are closer to objective. And here's the thing, Martin. What if there's no God and humans already figured out this very long time ago and they created rules like that? And then they said, hey, wait, let's make these rules even stronger by saying that there's someone invisible, very powerful. If you don't follow these rules that we created, but don't say it loud because we're gonna say that these rules are coming from someone who is not visible and at the same time who is so powerful and he can punish you if you don't follow these rules. So they just created these things one by one, okay, step by step, to make the rules even stronger. That might be the case.
Yeah,
And probably this is the case.
this is what the same argument kind of whether this one psychopath I saw, he was an atheist psychopath that said that the rules that people have are just brainwashing, and he wasn't held back by emotions. Like, he doesn't feel sorry when he sees someone dying, or when his child dies, he won't feel bad about it. So he thought he was evolving higher than most humanity and not held back by these emotions. So, and then he started doing all kinds of evil, ended up in
Oh,
jail, and then he became a Christian, and it totally changed
Oh
his whole
fuck,
life.
man! But like you can easily understand that he was wrong when he was thinking that he's superior to other people just because he doesn't feel emotions. That's very stupid, right? Like his stupidity made him to be in the jail, right? In the first place. So like we have
Yeah.
emotions for many reasons, right? And we like that's why we have empathy, right? That's why we have empathy, and that
Mm.
also helps us to support each other, to increase our well-being. Like, and okay, you can let's assume, okay. By the way, I don't want to even assume that. I can agree partially that getting rid of some emotions can help us become even better. Okay, because in many cases we are very emotional that can harm us, mentally. And getting rid of those kind of emotions, or, you know, what's the word? I don't know, but taming them, let's say, okay, can be beneficial for us, okay? Imagine, yeah, like you become colder when people die, okay? There are people, they're crying for months behind other people. I can understand it because I share similar emotions, okay? But if I try to think logically, that's kind of harmful. And getting rid of those emotions, or at least decreasing those emotions, can help your mental in the future when many other conditions are also better and different in a good way for your well-being. So, but that guy, your example, he went radically when the conditions are not, supporting his case. Okay, we live in a society where people are emotional. Okay, if you go against radically, like, you will have consequences. It doesn't make you better. you'll have mostly bad consequences in your life. So it's not logical.
Well, the prison was very good for him because in they met a Christian that
But I can't
thoroughly
say it's good
challenged
because
him.
he became Christian. I think it's good that he understood his mistake.
Yeah, but I don't think he would have understood his mistake if he wasn't believing there's a creator, because he thought it's just brainwashing all these rules. He wanted to be super free from the rules, so he
I
wanted to
don't
kill
know.
his own father.
I don't know,
And he
man. Like if
he
he,
wanted to do it in a bloody manner, so he took a hammer, and that's how he ended up in prison. He took a
you
hammer,
don't magically
hit his father.
become a Christian, Martin. So probably he understood that. Okay, yeah, then like well, his decisions led him a bad consequence. Then he started probably thinking that he was wrong, and that process maybe led him to think about religion's God, or maybe he was doctrinated there in the prison. Okay, and maybe somehow it's like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe, yeah. And maybe, well, I can even say that maybe he pretended to be a Christian to get rid of the jail. But anyway, this is just very
No,
side
his
point.
name is David Wood. I don't know if you've heard of
Oh
him, but his name
fuck,
is David.
oh my fucking
Yeah,
god,
yeah, his name is David Wood.
I don't like him, really. I don't like him.
Why don't you like him?
Fuck, like he's a very dishonest
So,
person, Martin.
how so?
Who? No, 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 no. I'm not even a like Soulflix. That's the part you should say. It's a waste of time. Okay.
Did you hate him a long time or what?
Oh
Or
yeah, very long. I was hating him when I was Muslim. I'm
Mm.
atheist right now. Still, I hate him.
Why did you hate him when you were a Muslim, when he was trying to help you?
Ooh, he was trying to help me.
Yeah, he loves Muslims. That's his best
He
friend was a Muslim. He was
loves
trying to help him.
his best friend. Who?
Nabil Qureshi was his best friend. He was a
Ah,
Muslim. That's how he came into helping Muslims, because his best friend was a Muslim.
you think like he likes Muslims and he wants to help?
Yeah, he cares about Muslims. Yeah, otherwise he wouldn't take so much time and talk to
Well,
them.
don't you think it's better to say he likes people and he wants to save people because he thinks that they need to be saved?
Yeah, he loves people and loves helping people, and he thinks he's
Because it's not
helping
about
Muslims.
being a Muslim, right? That's about he thinks that someone is in the wrong path. But anyway, like I dislike him, and I don't want to discuss about that, Martin. Yeah, like it's just giving me disgust. That's all. And I don't want to ruin my good mood today.
Okay, we don't want to do that, yes.
Good. So what else? Oh, well, how the hell we were talking about him? Oh yeah, being in the jail.
Mm.
Okay, being in the jail. So then, like my side point doesn't work because if that was true, if he was just pretending, he could stop pretending after he was out of the jail. So since he's out of the
Mm.
jail, so my side point was wrong, I think. Anyway,
Yes.
so
That's why I brought it up,
yeah, I see.
his name and stuff.
Yeah, you were cautious about this example this time. Good. Yeah, but oh, what was the core arguments that we were trying to dig?
Objective morality
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
getting
Yeah.
it without God.
Yeah, but like, what do you think about my points? Like, we have still some reference points that we can really use, and they're really useful, and that they really correlate with the rules that comes from those major religions. And what if the case is people later on they wanted to make stronger those rules that they created by creating these stories, or by just like connecting God concept to their rules. They combined them, and that's obviously making those rules stronger when you say, hey, The creator of this universe told, man. Okay, that's why just keep following these rules. We had these rules, and now we learned that. Okay, this is the lie part. That these are coming from the creator of you, and yeah, many people can easily buy that.
Yeah, there's atheists that reason like that, and thus they say they're very glad that people live in this delusion, so that psychopaths are held back from all the evil they want to do.
Oh, yeah, we say that. That's true. That's true because
Mm.
you guys cannot like have rules that can benefit all of us, without a god. That's very terrifying for me. And even sometimes when I sense that, I say, hey, stay in that religion, man. Don't go out from that
Yeah,
religion. Please stay there.
yeah. If I was an atheist, I would say the same to people. Like, I love that
Not
you're
all.
Christian.
Not all. Not all.
Yeah, yeah. Not all religions, but I mean the good ones.
Yeah, but the reason is like they would become really terrible guys. That's why I would tell them. And not all of them they become, psychopaths when they leave those religions, right? Many of them they don't become like that. Majority of them.
Yeah, we don't 100% understand all the negative effects that it can cause, but I just know that you're not held back then by God's commands.
Yeah, but Martin,
Or
let's be honest. Let's be honest. The ones that become an atheist, they don't start robbing people, raping people, killing people. They don't start to do that. Majority of them, they never do that. Mostly,
hopefully.
no, not mostly, but some of them, yeah, they become depressed. Some of them, they become even a better person. They become happier. Okay. Some of them, they just go the way that they were. Not huge differences, like me. Okay. And that's the case. But like that's the last thing, right? They become psychopaths. That's the last thing I think.
Yeah, I don't think you become a psychopath. You're like born a psychopath, like with psychopathic tendencies, like David Wood,
Mm-hmm.
example.
Okay. Okay.
So you would be even more messed up
Mm-hmm.
if he wasn't a Christian, I think.
Um. Yeah, but like that's what I repeat mostly. Like it makes people lazy. That's what I see recently. Religions are making people lazy. Like
How does it make them lazy?
okay, like he like this man. Like if no good education, okay, that affects
Mm.
everything. So if we can early identify psychopath people, then we can treat them way earlier so that they wouldn't commit such kind of crimes. Okay.
Mm.
We could rehabilitate them earlier. Okay, we could help more and more.
Mm.
And many other reasons that boost such kind of behaviors. If we were focusing on those things, okay, for example, making economy better, okay, providing free healthcare or close to free, okay, that anyone can reach, okay, and many kind of problems, that major ones that we face even right now, the majority of the planet faces still those major problems, okay. And if we could eliminate them, we have the power to eliminate, okay, it's not that much so hard. Just, you know, countries are selfish, people are selfish, but if you could solve those problems, yeah, everything could be better. And you wouldn't need a religion, okay, to make those people better or less harmful. Like there's no perfect solution, Martin, even religions, right? You see a lot
Mm.
of religious people, they do a lot of shitty things.
Yeah, but I
So
just always think just how messed up those people would have been if there's not even a God telling them not to do that
uh-huh,
thing.
yeah,
You know?
but again, like that's caused by our laziness, because we don't provide, those very critique things in our society. We don't have them, unfortunately. Like Majority of the people think that this life is just a test, and that's why they are ignoring a lot of problems. And that they leave justice, okay, because they think that, oh, there is the biggest just giver, God. God will punish them. Don't worry, man. Like, don't worry about Hitler. God will God will solve the problem. Don't. Okay. So I think this ideology, I mean mindset, makes people lazy. That's why
Yeah,
like we have
I don't
corruption.
agree with that mindset. I don't agree with that mindset. And I
Yeah.
think people should fight against evil. We are commanded to fight
Hmm.
against evil
Yeah,
and
but
resist evil,
imagine we,
not
we
just
trained
like say, okay,
ourselves.
God's gonna force it.
Yeah, but imagine we trained ourselves to fight evil. Okay, we wouldn't need God, right? You wouldn't
I
need
think you
God.
still need one.
Still.
Yeah, like I
Uh,
can't. If there was no God, I can't like say demons are doing something absolutely wrong. Like they can do what they want, and I can't
Uh,
say that
yeah,
these
but if
psychopaths are
if
doing.
if if you were using the references that I suggested, which is beneficial for all humanity, okay, then you could say, hey, this is unwanted. Like you don't have to say right or wrong, okay? You can say that this is unwanted by majority of the people, okay? Yeah, like you do something, we don't want that, okay? Why? Because we all agreed these things, and all those rules are helping all of us. Those rules care about ourselves. They make us live longer, live more happy. And what you want, what you do, no, 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 no. This is not desirable for us. Okay. So that's how you can go against those people that you call demonic people or evil or whatever. Okay. Still you can do that. You could do that. Like like he can say, "What's your justification?" Fuck you, man. I don't need justification. Look, all of us we care about each other. Like I care. I somehow here. I live. I exist. This is valuable for me. I value that. Important for me. Look, my neighbor. He also thinks that his life is important to himself, his children, my children, everyone. We want to live. We want to feel happy. Okay, but you are causing trouble. You are harming what we want together here. So we don't need fucking justification. Just go. An
Yeah,
atheist
I don't know
who analyzes
how's
unbeliefs.
that gonna work with everyone. I don't think that's gonna work on everyone.
How that's gonna
And
work,
just
everyone?
saying, no, I say that's. I don't think that would work on everyone.
Mm, well, it's hard to make it work for everyone because
Mm.
there's a huge gap between the selfish people who only cares about only themselves, okay, and like it's hard. Like you should at least we should see a world where there aren't so fucking rich people who thinks about only themselves. So then maybe yeah, like the change that could be a easy change. But
They
I
say a
don't
lot
think
of
it.
the rich people are psychopaths, like some of these rich bosses, because they can so easily fire people without feeling any remorse
Maybe
or anything. Like
maybe
that's how they get up so high because they don't feel bad for the people they trample on. But I've heard something like that. I don't know how true it is.
I don't know. Like how can you get those numbers? It's complicated. God's existence is a bit as boring, and you actually have a agenda. You tell some religious people are bad. You can catch them when they violate religious beliefs. Okay, but how can you catch atheists who violate his own beliefs? Well, what does that mean? What does his way of living look like? Please keep your agenda with yourself. Leave and let others live. Anybody can believe whatever they want as long as they. That okay. I don't kill people. Yeah, I let them live if they don't harm me. Even if they harm me, I wouldn't try to kill them. So whatever they want, sure that they can believe whatever they want. Okay. And why the fuck you were advising those things? And yeah, I agree with Paul. What does it mean, his own beliefs? That's funny. Anyway, let me check the time. Oh, I
I
think
guess
see
that
they
would mean
say
it's like an atheist who I guess it'd be like an atheist who pretends not to believe in God or something. I don't know. That would be very hard to figure out.
I'm not sure also what he meant.
perhaps he's saying that like if you believe something is wrong to kill someone and he violates his own beliefs, like he believes it's wrong but he violates it and rather starts doing it.
Okay, look, these are not beliefs, okay, and it's not about right or wrong. I don't believe in right or wrong, soul flicks, okay. But I think caring about our well-being and trying to decrease suffering in the society is one of the most efficient way to, you know, grow together in a fair way. And if you present me a lot of different kind of societies, I would choose this one because I know that in that society I could feel more happy, free, safe, and many other things that I care. Okay, and many of those things that I care, I know that many people they agree on that. Many people. Like one example, you want to be killed? No. You want to be tortured? No. You want to feel stressed? No. Oh, you want to be helped when you are in need? Yes. Okay. So you see, like, um, I would like to live in such a society, and you don't have to call it right or wrong. Whatever rules are that we are creating together to benefit each of us, increase our well-being, that those are useful for us or beneficial for us. Okay. You don't need to say right or wrong. Those are very big words. Mhm. Okay. I'm
So
done,
would you
guys. So it's up to you.
so would you say you don't believe in real right or wrong? Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't say it's
Hmm.
okay. But you would say we can make up objective reference points for right and wrong. Or
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like closer to objective. Like I didn't say, you know, objective in an absolute sense. But don't you agree, like Martin, with me?
mm,
Like if I say, let's say, like I said, I don't want to use those words, but let's use okay right now. Uh, or maybe I can do it without even saying. So don't you think it's a good rule to say, hey, don't kill each other, don't harm each other, don't torture each other, don't lie each other. You agree, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and many people agree. Like if you ask, hey, do you like to be tortured? Like what? Like, you know, I'll burn your skin. People will say no. I will say no. You will say no. Okay. Or ask them, you are in need of help. If I help you, is it good for you? I mean, you like it? They'll say yes. You'll say yes. I will say yes. So don't you think those
Yeah.
are good reference points?
Yeah, you could say it's a reference point, but I would just say that I think it's great that we have an objective reference point, which is
You
God,
didn't prove
which
that, Martin. You believe that there's such an objective reference point. But you couldn't
yeah,
prove that.
yeah,
But
I can't prove a lot of
which
stuff
one is
to
like
people.
better to do? Like something that you cannot prove clearly, but this one, these reference points that I presented, like there's evidence. You can go outside, you can easily check. Just ask people, ask yourself, ask people here. At least we have great evidence for that.
But just imagine, we're in Germany when Hitler was involved, and
Oh my
everyone
god.
would agree with you, like,
Anyone,
that
like, come on,
was good
Martin.
to.
Who
But
agreed
I'm
with
just
him?
saying it's not foolproof. I'm just saying it's not foolproof. You
Well, wait,
understand?
can I ask you a question then, Martin?
Yeah, go for
Like,
it.
well, like, I guess you're like referencing like the Holocaust or whatever
Yeah.
when you bring up. So, what about like the Amalekites or like any of the other stories in the Bible where God like commands people to go in and like genocide people, like kill the livestock, kill all the males,
Ooh.
keep the young girls and stuff like that.
Yeah. It If a creator of a game tells you to annihilate someone out of the game because of something bad they did, I don't think it's objectively wrong to follow his commands.
Okay,
But I
so
do,
it just seems like so it's not the action of like killing people or like genociding people. It's who's actually doing it that
yeah,
you have a problem with.
whose command, like, it's like like, say me and you say we're gonna throw philosopher in a small cell. Uh, we don't have that authority to throw him in a small cell, but a judge has that authority, and he's doing nothing wrong when he does it. But me and you would be doing something wrong if we do it. In the same way, there, it's not
Yeah,
wrong for.
there's just the same scenario. People are wiped out, viciously killed. You know, they keep like young girls or whatever. Same scenario, and you just say that one was wrong, the other one isn't, and it's just because of the person doing
Yeah,
it. So it just doesn't make any
if
sense to
God
me.
didn't command that, sure, then it's totally wrong. Because they don't have authority to do that. But if a creator of a game or a world commands you to do something, it's not wrong to follow his command. Do you
And
understand?
what that's based on what? Where does that crystal come from?
I just think it's logical because a creator of a world makes the rules. Like we make rules in our worlds.
Like, let's bite the bullet, Martin, and let's say, yeah, it's more logical. Why I'm saying that? If there is the creator of the universe who promised an afterlife where he's gonna torture the people who didn't follow his rules, and also said, hey, and if you follow, don't worry, like, you'll get the reward, okay, and it's a big one. And as humans who care about their well-being, I think it's logical to think to follow the rules of such a thing, okay? But if you can never prove clearly that there is such a thing, why should you follow some rules that are ambiguous, that where they come from? You don't know where they come from. It says kill those people, and you just gonna do that, but you're not able to prove that those are really coming from that thing.
But remember, when they were living, God was constantly providing with many miracles to show that He's commanding what He's commanding. So it wasn't just like I'm hearing a voice now, and
Okay,
kill
okay.
all these people. It's
Okay, so you're
actually,
saying that those people had enough reasons to follow those
yeah,
rules.
enough
Okay.
evidence
And
to.
that was
You need
logical for
evidence. You
them to
can't just
follow.
blindly follow.
I got you. But what about now? We don't have them anymore.
Sure, we have many
No,
pieces
we don't
of
have miracles.
miracles.
No, you're
Sure,
saying
we have many
pieces of
miracles.
miracles.
Many
But
pieces
when
of
we
evidence of
investigate
miracles.
them, like, they're so ambiguous and they're very open questioning, right? They're not like the miracles in the past. It's not like splitting a
No.
moon or splitting the ocean.
um, yeah, I think that splitting a moon. I don't know.
And,
That thing
and
was
by the
later
way,
made up.
like those miracles, even like they're not kind of very useful right now, at least like with the technology that we have. I think we should require even better miracles, like, I don't know, like cracking the sky. And like, you remember one of the Marvel movies, or did you watch it? There were those gods. They are nearly at the size of this planet. They were even inside the planet. You have seen such a movie?
No, I don't watch
Yeah.
so many movies anymore.
Okay, but imagine like a like humanoid,
Mm.
okay, at the size of planet Earth, okay, and inside the planet Earth, our planet, and like imagine such a big thing says, "Hey, I created you," like through the sky, okay, or I don't know, splitting the moon still can work, I think, for many people. Uh, yeah, Eternals. My girlfriend just said the name of the movie, Eternals. Thank you. So, yeah, like what I'm saying, we need bigger miracles right now. I mean, some of them are not. For example, if someone walks on the water, hey, come on, man. Like, oh, if someone turns water into wine, like maybe you're using some tools. Come on, like our magicians can do that also.
Mm.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, that's why the miracles of healing people, like totally healing people, is because that's what a creator can do. Like a creator in our virtual worlds, when someone dies in that virtual world, he can just instantly let the guy respawn. And if the true creator shows up of this world, he can also do this exact same thing easily, just like we are able to do in our worlds. So I think stuff like that, we rises people from the dead and heals people, is greater miracles than just turning water into wine or what.
Yeah, but you remember what you said? Like we have pieces of miracles. So you like what I'm suggesting, we need bigger miracles than those miracles.
Mm.
And you're saying that we have just pieces of those miracles, which is way inferior what I required. Like there's a huge
Yeah,
gap
I think
between.
I think God will do many miracles in a person's life, throughout his life, if he's willing to be
If
open
it's
and ask God. I
well,
I think
those
he's
waters are dangerous, Martin. Do you remember?
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, I think God is he wants no one to go to hell. I don't think hell was made for humans. It was made for the
Okay, but
devil and his
the same
angels.
God knows I also
So
don't want to go to that place. The same God
yeah,
must know that I'm really open to accept
yeah.
those like even the simple ones. Okay, like I like when I say yeah, like it's better to have bigger miracles. Okay, but now right now like this God knows if he exists. Okay, if the
Mm,
God that you're talking about exists, he knows that I will be convinced even if my phone disappears right now on the table. Okay,
mm.
so if he's not doing that still, that means he doesn't want me to go to heaven.
Or he just knows that I
Knows
don't know.
what?
He sees the whole picture. I don't I'm just
Yeah, like
I don't know the whole
so,
picture.
so I
He
don't
knows
think you
exactly
need
what
the.
will
I
happen
don't think
after that.
you need the whole picture, Martin. Like this is the picture, part of the picture, which I know that I'll be convinced. I know it, and your God must know it if
What would it
he
cause
exists
if you were convinced? What would it cause to happen in your life?
in life.
Would it cause you? Would it change something in your life? Say God made your phone disappear now. What would that cause in your life? Like, would
Uh,
it change anything in your life, or
According to your belief, yeah, like I can be in the heaven because I will be a believer of your God.
okay? But so it wouldn't drastically change your life.
Like, do you think my life needs to change drastically?
No, I'm just asking. Like, would it have an effect on you? Like, you
Probably,
would
yeah.
start believing that your phone disappeared.
Come again, come again.
You would believe that your phone disappeared
Because of your God,
because of
yeah,
the Christian God.
yeah,
Okay, and then you would become a Christian or what?
yeah, Christian one, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like so. Still, your God doesn't want that. Doesn't want me to be in the heaven.
No, I think he wants you in heaven.
Then why he's not helping?
He says in his word that if you search for him with all your heart, you will find him.
Okay,
Um,
but if I cannot find that, like you're gonna come with excuses. You're gonna blame me that, oh, you didn't open your
no,
heart enough. So don't you think it's better to assume that probably there's no such a God because he doesn't keep his promises, or maybe there's such a God, but this is a really bad God. He doesn't keep his promises because he promised that he's gonna you know show you the way if you're open, if you search. I did.
yeah,
I couldn't find. What does that mean? Either he was lying or he just doesn't exist.
no. I think you should search harder and look at the evidence I actually provide you. And I think I'm even sent here by him, so
You think
that
that
could
that means
already be.
your God did a really terrible job, Martin, because
uh,
I see no valuable evidence coming from your side. And I tell that,
Yeah,
hey,
but you
hey,
haven't
don't
looked at
worry.
it.
You don't have to. You don't have to send your guy to me. We already know, man. Come on, like disappear the phone. I'll automatically become the Christian one. So instead of doing that, why he's choosing very sideways, which are not even working properly. It's not working. And if
I
it
think
was
you should
working,
rather
I
ask
would be really.
something.
If it was working, Martin, I would be really
Hmm?
dishonest because Muslims came to me with the same things that they always come.
What?
There's the same. There's the same claims. God exists. My God is real. How do I know that? Because we have this experience. This experience. We have this book. It claims this. This book is miraculous, and we have witnesses about
Okay.
Muhammad and blah 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 blah. Okay, so they come with the same things. If I accept
Yeah.
yours, if I reject theirs, that's that's not fair.
You remember when like Moses went to the Pharaoh and he did a miracle of turning a wand into a snake is
Again, I feel some
and
some
the
that
other people did the same thing. But in the end his snake ate all their snakes. So you have to look closely and you'll see that the miracles that the Christian God does is far greater
Okay, what
than
if
in
you are not
Islam.
looking closer, Mario? What if you're looking way further? What if that's your case? What if you were trying to look closer, maybe you could understand that what you're providing is not really good.
Yeah, if someone looks closely at it and tells me where I made a mistake, sure, then I would accept that evidence because
I just
not
did
all
like
evidence will
every
stick,
time.
you know.
Yeah, but every time we check your every piece of your evidence, like solely that they don't work,
You
that
didn't
they're
check
not
it yet.
logical. I did.
No, you
So you're
didn't
claiming
look
that
at
you
all
didn't
the evidence.
present any evidence so far?
No, I'm saying like in a court case, I would bring up people testifying um, stuff, but then you have to listen to what they testify and test them and look at what they're saying.
Yeah,
But
but you know
if you
that
start making
just
excuses
because someone
before even
says
listening to the testimony,
like again, like you don't even need to listen them to know that just because they say something that doesn't mean it's true. That's very clear, right? And you apply this. You don't trust other people. You reject a lot of claims, a lot of testimonies. You reject them. It's simple.
no,
Why?
I'm
Because just
open
because
to
they
evidence.
claim I'm also open. I listen them, and that's all. Like, if I claim something, you're gonna accept that? No.
It depends what you claim. I've accepted many of your stuff that you claim,
Well, like
like the stuff you
today,
experienced in life.
I went to China on my horse. It had wings, and I came back, and then my horse disappeared.
Yeah, obviously, no one's gonna believe that because there's no
Okay.
evidence for it.
Okay. So, what do you have more than what I did? Because those people that you say in the court, yeah, that they say things, they claim things. Why we should think that that was true? By the way, Martin, let's continue another day. Seemingly your vacation
Okay.
is over. I assume I'm gonna see you again.
Hopefully,
Okay.
God willing.
Yeah, like I don't.
God willing.
I
It
don't
was
wanna.
fun chatting.
Yeah, no, thanks for being here, and I think other people also. Yeah, they didn't complain
Yeah,
that
they
much
need to
today.
talk.
I see in the chat box they were talking about their
I'm
stuff.
glad.
Yeah, maybe they're getting used to you also.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, because I don't have a problem talking to you, and if you join, I'll talk to you. So they should
Okay,
try
thanks
to
a lot.
learn that also.
Yeah.
Alright.
I hope
Yeah.
I didn't make you too angry this time.
Well, obviously, like I think, like the previous time, we were also good even before that. So I think our last chats are good.
It was fun chatting with you.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. And may God
So,
bless you.
so if you're gonna stay here, well, you can stay. Like I want to share the link on YouTube if someone wants to
Okay.
join you, and it's up to you. So, but let me share my special thanks to Scamchan, Nanology, Paul. He's also here. He came here. Thank you. Double thanks. So, Anarchist, Okeanos Helios, welcome. Webcon, we cannot do it without you. You know that. Space Pirate, thanks. B Russum, blah 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 blah. I think he wanted to join, but he didn't. Maybe he did. Maybe I didn't recognize. Sorry for that. If you did it, How to Rule an Asteroid. Thanks. Like subscribe to her, by the way. She has a very good channel. How to Rule an Asteroid. That's the name. I think you can easily find that. So another poll. Rothwell, thanks for being here. There is Atheist, F5K, Michelangelo, Crisp. I always don't see your name, but now I remembered you were there. Thanks for being here. Who else? John Murphy. Let me check. Is it you, John? Let me first guess you. Because I have some suspicion that. Okay, it's you. Good. Yeah, thanks for being here, all of you. So, I'm leaving. I hope you enjoy without me.
Thank you.
We'll miss
Take
you.
care.
Yeah, goodbye. No, don't worry. I'm planning to stick here for some long time.
Okay.
I'm ending.